guys, selamat pagi guys semua. Kita nobar grup Omega, grup kedua dari Valorant VCT Lokin Sao Paulo Brazil, di mana di timnya ada RRQ, ada Global Esport, banyak guys ya, ada Tens juga ntar Sentinel guys ya. Hari ini match pertama kita akan nonton tim Liquid lawan tim Secret guys ya, dari Filipina teman-teman. So sebelum kita mulai, boleh nggak gue buat teh dulu guys? Boleh ya, gue buat teh dulu ya. Kalian nonton dulu guys ya, boleh ya? Gue buat teh dulu ya guys ya. Nih gila guys, Sentinel serem nih Cok. Boleh guys ya. Ini grup yang kedua nih guys, grup Omega ya namanya. Furia nih, Furia. Oh ini Under Thief bro, Under Thief juga serem guys, anjir. Ini Leviathan guys, Leviathan yang ngebantai Paperrex guys. Crew Esport. Kita lawan, entar RRQ lawan FUT kan, FUT mana ada FUT kan? Ini apa nih? Bang tadi lu nggak asik langsung end stream. Kenapa sih anjir, orang tadi gua ini guys kena stream apa, kena ini gua. Tim Liquid nih guys, ada si Nuts. Anjir Redgar bro, anjing si Nuts guys, si ganteng abang ganteng. Ini bro Navi nih bos, Navi nih guys. Ini Navi serem cok. Sinet campur ini guys, FPX campur Sinet anjing. Navi ngeri si cok nih cok. Ini FUT guys, FUT nih lawan RRQ guys ya, harusnya bisa sih RRQ lawan dia guys. Soalnya belum ini guys, nggak pernah kita lihat ya di internasional ya, FUT ya. Booster. Ini pindah kemana bang? Ke Navi guys. Gila Fnatic nih bos. Fnatic baru nggak sih? Fnatic baru ya? Enggak, Fnatic lama dong. Fnatic baru. Fnatic lama kan? Nggak nambah kan? Pepas udah pulang udah. Tim Indo nggak bang, ada RRQ guys. Gue buat teh panas dulu ya. Wah Zeta nih bos, kesukaan gue nih. Jepang. Zeta nih bos. Widih, ini baru guys, RRQ guys. Ini guys Indo guys. Ini tim Secret nih bos, Filipin. Indo Pride nggak bang? Yoi dong. Wah ini dia Global Esport guys. SK Rossi. Ada monyet, mana monyet. Itu monyet guys, pemain Indo guys nih, pemain monyet tuh. Monyet pemain Indo guys. Yang kiri nih. Ya, itu doang. Terima nonton di Twitch bang. Ih sepatunya keren cu anjir, ada sepatunya guys, T1 guys. Ini T1 saya player. Oh ini EDG yang kemarin guys, EDG yang kemarin nih guys. EDG lawan 100 shift kan bang, seru tuh ya, seru. Guys, gue buat teh panas dulu boleh nggak? Boleh guys ya, kalian nontonin dulu aja guys ya, nggak apa-apa ya. Oke? Gila, tense nih bos. Oke, guys kalian nonton dulu guys ya, gue buat teh panas sama ambil air putih ya.
Pacifics have already proven themselves to be a strong region here, whereas Emea, they've been a bit of a disappointment, but that could all change right here, right now. And my question to you two is, do you think that will?
It's a tough question, right? We are going into a completely new bracket. Last week, we saw Pacific really be underrated. That was the conclusion that came away from it. I don't think I came away with it saying, okay, Emea is overrated, because again, we hadn't seen Liquid, we hadn't seen Navi, but who knows what the landscape actually is.
Sure, but from what we saw, would you say that maybe they underperformed given expectations?
Yeah, of course, absolutely. But then again, fully new rosters. It's the same thing here with Liquid. I think one thing that we haven't really mentioned so far yet is we are going up with the Secret, who has an experienced core. And yes, there's players who have played together with on Liquid, like Yampi and Soulcast, Redgar and Nats, but overall, it is still, they have to bring new structure to the team, and that's definitely a disadvantage.
Honestly, my heart is soaring seeing Redgar give a speech on stage. How long has it been? We haven't seen that in such a long time. But as you guys said, Secret, they kept their core. They do have young players, but the young players have been doing so good in this tournament that I'm not that worried. But the maps are going to be interesting because both teams, they had really big issues, Doug, when it came to their map pool last year. They have to have that fixed.
Yeah, and I think that's the fun thing about this tournament, right? The whole nature of it is everything kind of goes out the window. We haven't seen some of these players, some of these teams in a really long time. New faces, completely new setups and structures. Like, this is just a fresh look. And I think because of that, you really don't know what to expect here.
Yeah.
Icebox.
Okay, so Icebox starting off first, and I'm really interested in that because we saw a lot of meta development on this map in the last week. So maybe they're going to be adopting maybe the DRX, Harbor type of stuff. But in terms of the vetoes, neither team banning Lotus or Split, the two new maps that were coming into the pool.
Which is interesting because I think we saw a lot of that in the alpha bracket too. Teams would float it until the second rotation, and then one or two would get through. I wonder if it's just intended to be a threat.
Maybe.
Who knows?
For sure. I mean, just letting it float. Team Liquid potentially had the opportunity to pick one of them, but they picked Fracture instead. And this is a meld, I think, of the Liquid side and the Gambit side, because Liquid was only really bringing this in stage 2, LCQ, and really relying on it. Whereas for Mech, it was the one that kind of made them fail in some senses.
Yeah, these maps. Oh, we're going to get loaders if we go to map 3. It's interesting. Team Secret taking away the Ascent. I understand Liquid have always been good on Ascent, but we talk about how much Liquid were going to be playing like Mech, going to be playing like Gambit, but Mech weren't good on Icebox or Fracture. They struggle with that. They had some pitfalls. So I do wonder how they managed to integrate Redgar and Nats onto those maps.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting. I think Safe is going to be a big key on both of the maps. I'm really interested to see what the roles really look like, because that's been a big question for so long. We're about to get a chance to look at it, but the only thing we saw from them was obviously Redgar and Nats couldn't make the tournament that they played in the offseason, and it was all over the place in terms of compositions.
Yeah, we're heading into the Prime Gaming Agent Select here, and we're about to find out what roles these players are going to be playing for the first time here in 2023. Soulcast has locked in the stage here on Icebox.
Yeah, and that's a little disappointing that neither side is going for a Harbor pick instead of a Sage pick, given what we saw last week. But I'm mostly liking the comp so far. And Nats on the Viper, everything looks good over there, and then we're going pretty standard on both sides. No duelist on Team Secret.
But I do like Yampi on it, right? For Liquid, I think he's proven to be a very electric player. He's a lot of fun.
More than Safe?
I would say so. I think Safe can just be so much more dynamic and different roles that he can fit. I'd rather him in that role than someone like Yampi personally.
Well, you guys spoke about the new things here at the Omega bracket. Let me present to you guys a new casting duo. It is Pansy and Achilles.
Thank you, and yeah, the desk, wonderful to see Doug and Paula here. Obviously the haikus coming out, everything. You made a great impression. Yeah, now, speaking of impressions, I want yours on this game. I don't get the chance to cast with you.
Yeah, that's the first.
I was going to shave my head, try and pull off the, you know, the clean. I was attempting it, didn't go very well. But talk to me about this matchup.
Hello!
Going at the very start here, what do you look towards?
I look towards all these players that we haven't seen. There's so many that took the stage in the first champions all the way back in 2020 that we have not seen since. Nats, Redgar, this core from the side of Team Secret, they had an absolute bomb of a year in 2022, failing to make it events, falling in that lower round of 4 to Onyx G in the LCQ. They have not tasted international competition in a very long time.
Jumpis, oh nih siap, gue baru dengar siap.
To see if they continue to deliver strong performances.
And I think even on the flip side of that, the Liquid fans are waiting for a team that can bring them championships. again, this roster, this composition they're bringing out is unbelievable. You look at the talent on that Liquid side.
Scary.
The eye test alone, it is passing.
Yep, Yampi back over onto the Jet as
Oke,
well.
kita mulai guys. Map pertama, Tim Secret. Tim Secret dia ada 6-man roster ya. Jeremy, Invi, Jesse Fast, Dubstep, Borkum. Wits ada gak sih Wits? Nggak ada ya? Gue nge-vape bentar guys, boleh nggak? Bentar ya. Coba juga cok. Nge-vape bentar guys ya, boleh nggak? Bentar ya.
Yeah, that's such a great fake. Yampi, he just throws the Cloudburst up over the top of Tube, drops it down, cuts that sight line away from Dubstep. They start the rotation into mid, and then they get the hit straight into A.
Nice banget. Gosong lagi anjing.
Just really defining what's safe on the site. They're already going to post up Yampi. Deep in, clears it, no one's backside. Redguard's in a little bit of trouble. He's back away from this.
Ya gosong lagi guys anjing.
Perfect timing on the counter swing. They've made a go of this.
Yeah, they're making a really good go of it. Nats is able to drag one back, tucks back around. Low on HP, it's getting pinched from either side. Envy just going to be hugging behind the wall.
Oke guys, gosong guys anjing. Gue harus ganti kapas nih cok. Damn.
65 HP to try to get done. Nats is in a rough spot. He's just going to try to play with time as much as he can, but there's not much left.
Not for this one, but credit to Team Secret for finding that space on the way back in, because they got pulled off that A side, but that re-hit was perfect.
I love the mind games that they were playing with.
Gosong cok, fuck gue cok.
He's getting himself in a really rough position. That snake bite landing perfectly at his feet. He has to swing out of that position, dies, and he is the spike carrier.
Yeah, nice spot. Tim Secret, nice spot.
Recoverable, so really fantastic start from the side of Secret, but Liquid, they're not really
Nice banget anjir Tim Secret bro.
going in for this half armor stinger buy. It's very all or nothing for them here.
I hate the Stinger purchases.
I'm right there
still.
with you.
Like, because every coach, every team, every player fully supports it. I get it. Like, I see why they like it, but I think we see the other side of how often it does go terribly wrong. You end up in a spiral. However, for now, we look at Team Liquid going.
Scream mana bang? Scream. Scream bukan di Tim Liquid guys, sudah pindah.
So far, Yampi straight on it, pulls the attention. Jeremy's going to have to back away from this, and they actually do get side control this time. Maybe going to posture up a little deeper, but the setup to deny the block is perfect.
It's the bite, it's the shock dart, and Jesse Bash finds that kill. Yampi down to 36.
Kalau misalnya Tim Secret bisa menang sih GG banget ya, Cok. Tim Secret bisa menang sih GG banget guys, sumpah guys. Salut gua anjing. Lawannya berat guys Tim Liquid ya.
Hovering inside, and he's going to go for a really different plant position now because of how things started off. Nats does manage to find one. Envy going to cut down Yampi on the entry. If he continues,
Envy panas banget cok anjing.
Look at the damage beat. Redguard's on 2 HP. He's got nothing to do but die.
Gila, Envy serem banget dah.
Players coming out.
Gila, Envy boleh-boleh loh, Envy pemain baru loh.
But we have to say the utility work to deny those initial.
Ngeri.
Perfect.
Yeah, we've been seeing so much great util usage, especially in denying plants or just flushing people out of positions from the likes of DRX, but they're bringing out a completely different composition. The look right now from Team Secret, they're playing with something a bit more standard, but they're still playing it to absolute perfection. Look at Envy right now, 7-0-0. And he is going to be one of the most crucial players in this map right now because they are running without a duelist. This is the one factor that differs from the side of Liquid where they have that Jet. And so far, Envy has been able to put up numbers as if he was playing a duelist.
Yeah, this is going to be a rude awakening. I do want to see what Liquid have left into this. Again, they did go for that force up in there. They're continuing a little bit. With the Sheriffs coming out.
I mean, even that. It's a gamble,
Okay.
but if you hit
Bonus round.
combo,
Lah mereka force guys, mereka force ya. Mereka force anjing.
See if they can continue through this. If Liquid do have to start playing with that very much at the forefront of their minds.
Ini Envy baru sih, gue baru kelihatan mainnya guys.
Themselves on the side. That's not necessarily the issue. It's this part that has been so problematic. And again, there is still pressure on that plant. Haven't really seen it go through just yet.
Can't jump up.
Yeah, Soulcast is stuck where he's at, and the HP is relatively low. Will get a safe plant, I'm going to say. Yeah, this time, nothing really to do about it. But can they hold?
Envy kind of getting whippy there. Goes to the ADS, can't find the kill. Borkum will pick up one, but Nats trades it back, gives them the man advantage.
Nice Jesse Fast.
Bash equalizing as much as he possibly can. Now we're down to a 2v2 with a spike still ticking, and Jeremy swings
nice
the corner,
banget.
the third. And Team
Bocil om Jeremy nih. Jeremy Tenti nih bos. GG bro.
I don't think you could ask for much better. And for Liquid, I think it's a lot of high expectations. I think that's a very fair assessment when you look at the caliber of player on this team. Already a shaky start in the debut. This is a brutal format. We have to call it what it is. There's no lower bracket. There's no anywhere else. It's the game you're in, and this is the first map. Now, yes, this is Secret's choice. So that's, I guess, one caveat to that. This is their map choice. They look super.
Gila TS cok, permainannya rapi juga guys ya, tim Liquid ya.
They do get their purchase coming out now. Should be relatively well-rounded. No issues there. Decent old progress towards Nats. Redgar not too far away either. On the other side, Envy, though, is right on the cusp, as is
Nice, 3-0 bro, 3-0 bro. Ini kalau menang lagi 4-0 sih GG guys ya.
See, looks like they're just going to be doing this util setup yet again. Dart goes in, no one to receive it though. That swings around the wide side, doesn't go through the garage. As you mentioned that icebox, this being their pick, Bala was kind of mentioning it. That Gambit core dropping a single map at Champions back in 2021 to the core of Team Secret. That map was icebox. So clearly the comfort.
Dubstep nih bos, OP bos.
Especially not for Envy, who finds himself as one of the newer faces on their team.
Yeah, seeing more of a 3-1.
Dubstep ngeri banget coy anjing.
Nats holding towards Belong. Big information being found already. Just off the back of that utility, Yampi will be testing towards the site. Does have
Yampi
the back
ketahuan,
away. They do
Cok.
need to offset the timing a little bit here. Try and work out some of this utility that has been deadly towards them. Again, though, this is still somewhat of a curious.
Oke guys ya, aku ganti kapas dulu cok. Gosong kapasnya mas nggak enak dari tadi gue isep.
Now going to be following up from this, so the Secret. But again, this is the difference. They haven't overcommitted towards that A side. They've drawn.
Kangen Dubstep pakai duelist bang. Biasa Dubstep sih duelist sih biasanya ya, tapi kenapa nggak tahu deh.
They're not really spotting much of anything here. That knife does catch on to Redgar, but it's not enough to force any kind of rotation. Nothing else, just still some raised suspicion here from the side of Secret. Envy, oh, the gun barrel spotted, but Redgar just didn't have a shot to take. He might be able to catch him though as he's hopping up onto mid. Looks like he's not going to pursue it quite just yet.
Yeah, this is going to be awkward time.
Oke, ngeflank.
Probably get the kill on the way through.
Redgar dapat satu, Redgar ngeflank.
That he could have been there.
Harusnya sih ini menang Liquid ya. Ngeplan lagi.
Himself a little bit further forward, but the underhand flash through the wall is great. Safe, ready to catch, so will send them back. And now the flank comes in. This is a really nice round. Still a bit of damage being done. Any more, that could prove problems later down the line. But for now, an upgrade can be found, but Redgar patrolling.
Jesse Vash nih bos.
Jesse Vash making a go of it.
He gets the kill, if nothing else, it's going to be significant damage dealt here to the side.
Hampir dapat dua tuh cok. Tapi berdarah-darah guys. Lagi meta no duelist bang. Sering sih emang.
Find themselves on the board, but fantastically done there from the side of Redgar, getting that slow lurk up. Even though they attacked him.
Nice banget Redgar anjir lurknya. Cuman tetap sih guys. Menangnya tim Liquid berdarah-darah guys. Mati banyak.
Pushing through screen at that moment, gets the op out of Borkum's hand, or Dubstep's hands as well rather. And that was the biggest investment they had. And now the money looks a bit dicier, Lauren.
Yeah, and again, Liquid learning through all of these rounds, they have broken the money off the back of that. Just the rifle left on Jesse Vash, well, invested into, so a bit of a hero in this round, potentially evening out the money somewhat. Let's see what Liquid do now. They at least have the upper hand in this. Early utility, they need to be on red alert from the word go. There is no way around.
HyperX lagi udah kalah bang, nggak main lagi enggak guys, udah kalah guys.
Not so committed towards middle just yet, but the stack already beginning. 4 players now considering this lean from Secret. They haven't felt it out yet, and let's see if the Hunter's Fury finds any victim.
Okay, it does in the end. Final tag gets Solkas.
Problem for Plants.
Okay, let's go.
Good value right there now.
Nice.
Shift over
Okay, Smarty.
not going to have that wall to try to protect. Still though, may still favor the side of Team Liquid, just given the weapon advantage. Dart goes out, they'll just go ahead, throw a bite. Close angle. So they wait to go for this plant. Push comes in.
Aduh, nice banget, Cok.
Jeremy manages to answer back, finding another kill.
Yeah, but look at the lurk. Safe could still do some serious damage, but already aware. Jeremy is watching this angle, but outgunned at this point. Only on the Sheriffs.
Oh.
This is still insane.
Gila, Envy dapat lagi cok, Sheriff cok.
He's sweating here. He's not feeling comfortable.
Ini follow nggak agak lah cok, kan ke nobar sampai pagi Sen.
Still trying to get that back into play in 34 seconds to play with.
Gak bisa Sen.
Corner plant. No one close enough to get that punish, but the fragment does connect for a single ticket damage. Yampi now has his work cut out for
Ini
him.
seru soalnya pertandingannya Sen.
Phantom in hand, weapons recovered, both of them. Now with Vandals, see if Yampi can get the clutch.
The ice cold Finn has the capability.
Nggak mungkin sih, harusnya nggak mungkin dong clutch.
Knife's gonna be there. Yes, they know where he is now. They already had a great
Oh,
idea
hampir,
before,
Cok.
but Jesse Vash, these rounds from Secret are incredible.
Yeah, fantastic.
Tim Secret panas dah
Split
mainnya
on the
dah.
low ground, high ground, making that kind of spray transfer is just nigh impossible, even for a player of Yuppie's caliber. They make it as difficult as they possibly can. And
Nice
they get
banget
the
dah.
thrifty win in the end. That
Mereka mainnya
hero
nice
man
banget ya.
still being carried
Gua
in the
nggak nyangka
hands of
sih tim
Jesse
Secret
Vash,
mainnya
who
rapi
is
banget,
certainly
Cuk.
guiding
Navi
the
main
team.
nggak? Navi jam 3 nanti.
Now having overtaken Envy. Now
Secret
at
tenang sih,
9-3-2
belum tentu sih saya
on the
masalah
solo.
Secret kan
4-1
kemarin mainnya
for the side of
kemarin di turnamen sebelumnya jelek banget. Sekarang panas banget nih guys, Jesse Vash panas.
I would also be somewhat worried when I've just been run around this map. They have been absolutely outdone so far. I think that's a pretty fair assessment, and you don't want to get Liquid getting in their heads at this point, right? Like, let's be honest here. This is a team that's been considered for deep ones, the rebuild that a lot of people were looking forward to, not just the desk, harping on about Nats. I don't blame you, I miss him too. But even beyond that, you've got Redguard joining him safe, having that opportunity now to get onto potentially a deep run team. Getting kind of blown out in these first couple of rounds is not where you want to be looking at. Now, again, in my mind, Secret, they've had their time away from the spotlight a little bit. How have they looked? Because a lot of players and a lot of teams...
Kemarin Secret awal-awal sekarang rapi ya. Kemarin pas turnamen sebelum banget dia hancur banget, Cok. Yang di champion kan dia
You're
masuk
behind
kan.
the meta. You're behind, you know, the
Champion dia mereka juga hancur, guys.
It's so hard to get back to it. Right now, though,
Dia kemarin sempat jelek guys, sempat jelek banget. Cuma ini sih kalau mainnya begini sih better than Paperrex sih. Kemarin Paperrex jelek banget soalnya.
If you're not making it to these international competitions, you're not getting those high-level scrims. You're always going to be scrimming against weaker opponents, against people who aren't making it to the internationals. So you're sitting back watching champs, watching masters, watching the lock-in, not in attendance. As all of the good talent is right here on this stage. And it seems like Secret, for the short amount of time that they've been here, they've been making good use of that time.
yeah,
Tim Secret kuat. Apa Omega serem-serem banget, Bang. Iya, Omega tuh match-nya lebih seru-seru ya.
left in a
Iya nggak sih?
bit of a tricky scenario. You have plenty of ults to play with, only missing Soulcasters as it stands. But again,
Apa perasaan gua aja, guys?
such a precarious spot. Yes, they've got the rifle sitting there with
Bracketnya Omega nih lebih seru-seru, Cok. Ini kalah pulang, Bang. Ya pulang sih, guys. Kalah langsung pulang, Cok.
Doing so much damage, perfect reads on positioning, early information recovered, but not too much here. But in
Guys, gua napas bentar, guys ya.
willing to hit that rotation off the back.
Udah ganti nih, guys. Ya, napas dulu, Bos.
Nightbot does triggers, so they know that it's there. Nice little flash out off the back of the recon dart as well. They get a full reveal. Kind of getting
Nice banget flashnya, anjir.
Getting taken down. Yuppie just goes ahead, puts pedal to the metal, finds an opening frag.
Dapat satu, Solkas mati.
Yeah, some of this is a little bit out of sorts. That flash just got eaten by Dubstep, and Yampi made the most of the team flash that came through. So, actually, ult gets popped. Yampi gonna have to respect this somewhat.
Do have a couple ults to work with for a post-plant
Apa
scenario
tuh?
if they can get that
Rotate,
spike
Cok.
moved up. But again, Soulcast dying means they do not have that Sage Wall to try to get a safe plant.
Oh, thank you
Rest
donasinya, bro.
gonna be used. Dubstep right back
Donasi
into
gue
the game.
error, pasan aja, guys.
Now, double coverage here behind Yellow just to make sure they can safely res.
Yampi's off. They're making a run for it. They've seen
Sabar,
all
nggak
too
masuk,
much.
Cok.
They've heard the res. They know what's happening on the other side. It's time to
Gua
try
cek
and
dulu
get
ya.
towards A. How much is still left in the kit on this side, though?
Ah, kocak.
Jesse Vash doesn't have a great deal to work with in the form of utility, but he is at least still here. Didn't over-rotate, didn't pull all the numbers away. Pretty Balcom as well, leaning over. You still
Malam, Bang. Malam, bro. Makasih, bro.
Incredibly telling. And no one watching this? No one even considers it. Till Yampi
nice
gets the
banget,
haircut, but at this
Cok.
point, it's only one left
Gila,
alive.
Tim Secret
Safely
rapi banget mainnya, bro.
He's the only one standing.
Yeah, he manages to find one, but he's running out of time, and he is completely pincered. Stabilizes, finds
Aduh,
the headshot, but
gila,
needs
rapi
two more
banget
to
loh, Tim
just
Secret
make
loh.
it happen. NB will cut him down. And that hero rifle from Safe is just going to be left on the floor to rust. 5-1 now for Secret. The timeout call.
Wah, gila, Tim Secret rapi banget, Cok, mainnya, Cok. Susah tim Liquid ini. Solkes belum ngebunuh loh.
This is where it all needs to come together.
And look, the lockdown
Ini TS 2021 betul banget nih. TS pas apa sih? Pas Master mana ya? Yang lagi panas-panasnya ya? Dubstep juga belum kill sih, Dubstep sih.
Balcom though instantly tries to deny that A-side approach by all means. Ults up, door shut.
Only ult that we have right now from the side of Secret. Dubstep 2 off from having his own lockdown.
Master Rejavik, iya ya, betul-betul.
Let's see what Liquid decide to do. Everyone's still hovering around the A site, and the majority of Secret have drifted this way as well. It's just Envy watching over at mid. You still have Dubstep with the AWP perched up over at Yellow, not seeing a damn thing.
Oke, anjir. Ya, di ulti, Cok.
They're already spamming this out, and now he's been found. Drone did not get the connection.
Nice banget, Borkum.
Lockdown is there, just trying to flush them out of this pit. tag back into the back of sight. Two players to
Gila
take,
Yampi, diras sama Jampi bro.
Picked up the pace, followed it forward. Two of the players will be sitting towards CT, somewhat safe.
Ngapain di situ mulu ya? Kenapa sih ngapain banget di situ anjing? Aduh, ulti balik, Cok.
Well, I say counter, just the Viper's pick comes back out for Nats. They want to ensure safety.
Nice.
They are desperate for one. Only one by their name so far, and a 5v3 to try and work around. Yes, a couple of players are low, but the positions are great. The post plants should hold here. Envy though, superstar.
Nice bot, Envy Cok. Dubstep dapat ulti, dapat sniper.
This is a 2v2. Look at the HP remaining.
They're so very low here, Nats. This is him in his comfort zone, but now he's been taken out of it. He spots him, manages to get the wall bang. Dart goes out. Redgar with 7 HP. Desperate for the clutch. He goes for the Hunter's Fury. It's already held to half. He waits out the first one.
Woohoo!
Dubstep shuts it down with a third.
GG Cok. Gila tuh tim Liquid kehabisin berapa ulti guys, masih kalah loh.
And it falls flat in the end.
Wah gila Pacific Rising guys ya. Ulti berapa biji Cok itu Cok? Nats ulti. Redgar ulti. Killjoy ulti. Look selek Cok.
It was already taken towards halfway. Knew the only real option for Redgar was to take that fight. Again, 6-1. Liquid are in tatters.
Yeah, I mean, you can see the frustration on the fan faces there, the viewing party, on the coach as well.
Yeah.
On struggle street in that timeout. It felt like it made things.
Sofanya nggak sabar ya, si Redgar aja nggak sabar Cok.
Investment from the side of TL, just dumping everything that they had util-wise, and coming up.
Soalnya dia low banget guys, darahnya cuma 7 Cok.
Cash still looking very cozy from the side of Secret, 6-1 lead.
Harusnya sih 1-0 ya, harusnya ya. Ini di map ini sih punyanya tim Secret ya harusnya ya.
Got to start talking about how this compares to some of the other performances we've seen on Icebox in that first group as well. Love seeing the Harbor coming out. That looks fantastic. Dubstep should be comfortable here again. Operator on the Killjoy doesn't really have the get out of jail free card, but as it stands, making light work of Liquid. But in comparison to the other teams that I'd say are either deep run teams or big performers, this is very flat from Liquid, and this worries me. Because again, this is when we're coming into this, right? We're talking about it. How much time have they had to practice? How much time have they spent in the lab? How many scrims have they really been running through leading up to this?
Ngeri. Killjoy OP, Cok. Kanjing.
Again, could be a terrible map for them, but the map pool was one of our worries with this squad.
He's watching for the rotation under tube, cuts him down.
Tinggal satu, bro.
Again, it's safe. Left alone. But I agree. I mean, this feels like TRX versus C9 on this map, just with slightly different compositions. Yeah. It has that same vibe right now. Where TL, anything that they're trying is just getting shut down. It's getting out-clutched. Like you said, Dubstep just starting things off with some fantastic
Gila, Jeremy nih, bos.
Sat over at yellow. I mean, used to be a jet main. Knows how to use an op.
Gila tim Secret serem juga coy. Gila tim Pasifik persiapannya semua lo lihat gak sih guys? Beberapa tim tuh serem-serem banget guys. Ini gua agak ngeri coy nanti guys Liga Pasifik coy. Bisakah Paperrex top 3 guys ya? I hope can sih. Mainnya pada rapi-rapi banget, sedangkan kemarin Paperrex lagi seburik-buriknya sih. Lagi sebau-baunya kemarin guys.
Haven't been one of these highlight teams. They have been in the quiet for some time, left out in the cold. They've come back in and made a statement.
Certainly have. It is still just that first map, so we still have to see how things develop, but opening up off the back of the tag is looking for some additional damage for a kill, can't quite get it.
Safe could get this timing right though.
Lihat deh ini kemarin.
Oh no!
Infi nggak dapet cok.
Alright, Safe, you're fine. Maybe you need just a couple more of those, and maybe Liquid are back in the game. But although they are at least back in towards that site.
Jeremy getting unintentionally pushed up over the wall. Here's Dubstep again. Just wary about that flank.
Nice banget. Nice banget tim Secret cok.
2 members left. Now just 1.
And he was noted earlier. There's
nice banget sumpah tim Secret.
Nothing to be done. Liquid just left evaporated by Secret here. This is flat from Liquid. And I've got to give credit where it's due though. Secret, fantastic game. Solid.
Gila sih tim Secret cok. 8-1 loh anjir.
Envy started off with a bang. Can't completely put in this account of Liquid playing poorly.
Tim Liquid padahal serem-serem mainnya loh. Mainnya lumayan serem-serem loh.
But again, this is not enough for me.
Yeah, and this is not the position you want to be in. You're burning both of your timeouts in the first half of the map. Granted, of course, Liquid desperate to get some additional rounds here in the last few that we have to play out, but this is such a gambit to throw down. If you can't make something happen here after this timeout, if you go into that next half and you lose out on the pistol, that could just be it because you have no way of
next kata coach next lah. Lo kalau nggak bisa nggak apa-apa, percaya diri aja. Next kata next. Ini udah kalah, Cok. Udah kalah mental guys, kalah map ini.
We saw that wonderful utility work to deny the initial spikes, get control, and it was just gorgeous from that point out. The splits haven't been really working. Safe got away with murder in that prior round, sure. But again, doesn't get any benefits from that point onwards. As it stands, gotta say, impressed with Secret. Now, this could all be, put under a lens of, right, well, maybe Liquid's map pool isn't this robust yet. Maybe they have to suffer through one bad map, right? Let's say the veto just kind of put them in this position.
Sure.
Nah, ini tim Liquid lumayan kuat harusnya lo, guys.
My God, Fracture better be second to none. I mean, you got to get me back on track here, because 8-1, Secret have turned up like they mean business. And Liquid haven't.
No, they have not. But yeah, I mean, it puts that much more pressure on that map on the horizon there.
It's gotta look good.
Afi abis ini guys, jam 3 guys.
So much pressure on these players. You hear how much Bala is gushing about them on the desk. There's so many Liquid fans here in the audience as well. They've been waiting to see this team. They've been waiting to see these faces, Redguard, Nats, make their return to the international stage. And so far, it's looking like they might be right off the stage just as quickly as they got on it. So they need to turn up the pace here.
They've got to turn this around. Similar scenes over towards A through that same protocol process for Team Secret. They know
DRX masih belum pulang, belum. DRX masuk ke semifinal guys.
Mostly navigated those Stingers, Spectres coming out. They've gone for whatever.
Mapnya si Team Secret sih ini guys.
It's definitely not.
Tolkas belum ngekill cu.
Across the board, then that is just going to be the half very firmly in the hands of Team Secret.
Aduh.
They're playing this out patiently though. Right now, just Borkum and Envy still sat here on A. Jesse Bash not too far.
Pas belum ngekill.
Couple shots coming across. Thinking about holding the knife. Looks like he wants to wait. Goes for it now, right as they go for the site exec. Thrown over the top. Finds the thing on a 1. The wall going to be broken down. Still have the reveal.
Nice banget Envy.
The ball.
Envy finally traded. Great trade, but look at the instantaneous
nice banget Cok Jeremy.
You don't get to fight just one. Team Secret play with the numbers here, and Liquid now starting to crumble under this. Nats a valiant attempt towards at least one hit. Yes, does get Jesse Vash, but now needs to find 2 more. And again, time's not on his side. Rounds on his side. Does get the upgrade though.
He's got the Vandal and 20 seconds to play with. No more util here for Nats. Let's see what he can get done. Put the poison wall up, cuts off that screen's access, tucks into the corner for a brief moment, wants to see if someone pushes. Wall drops. I like how he tried to play it, but unfortunately he just can't get the shots to connect. 2 people pulling his attention to turn as well.
Setengah-setengah sih.
That's now 9 here for the
Wah
side.
gila Cok, geter guys tim Liquid guys.
And this is why people miss Nats, though. There are moments you can see the little pieces fall into place.
Liquid diabak-obok Cok.
It's like, okay, if I get both of them, that's the only chance I got. But as it currently, as the chips fall as it stands, as long and short of this, it's still not enough. It looks like, yes, Liquid get a little closer there. At the end of the day...
Kenapa di Nats nih? Nats, kamu kenapa Nats?
And right now, it's an absolute
Sekarang GG banget pas di, apa sih, di pas game beat ini guys.
See if there's any glimmers of hope. Give me a little buffer into that second.
Yampi juga Yampi
that 9-3.
Buru Yampinya guys.
Absolutely.
Something like that.
Ooh, okay.
This is a change up.
Switch up.
Haven't really seen too much in all the ice boxes, honestly, that we've seen at this event. We haven't seen that much attention played towards Kitchen.
No, but I am seeing Secret already kind of, I think they're already starting to ping this out as well. Envy was put to case on this.
Oh, what is that?
Come on, Jesse Vash. Not missing so far.
He just doesn't want to give them a break at all.
Nope. Nothing going their way, and no real play for Safe from this either. He's being left just to his own devices here, not getting as much pressure he wanted. Maybe trying to add the paranoia that lurk towards mid is going to be coming through. But they still know that they're going to be towards B long. They still have all the information here. Yes, they may leave one more player dedicated towards mid, but they still have the player advantage.
Gila sih Cok, ngeri sih Cok ini Cok.
Odds of pulling a rabbit out of a hat twice in a row. This time though, they do drop off the high ground, so not going to get caught by that stray shot, but the recon dart is at the ready. Looking to throw down that bite. We'll go ahead and cut off Borkum. There's the res. Soulcast finally able to utilize that, but Yempi is dead just as quickly as he was resurrected.
Yeah, and only one trade going their way.
Jesse
Bash is the turret on the back of the site. It's a 4v2. Redgar and Soulcast, show me how bad you want this.
Wallnya salah.
And they just walled off.
13 seconds. Oh, and again, insult to injury. You gotta just back away.
Just making it impossible for him. I guess the consolation
Wallnya
prize is going to be the
salah,
two vandals and
guys.
some util that they hold on to here, Lauren. But
They're being
it's
chased.
not going to make them feel any better.
Secret's on the hunt, though. They want these gone. They want them out of their hands. Redguard gonna hold on to his and hold it. One more attempt, though, from Secret. So, 10
Wah,
to
anjir
1.
dibantai loh guys, tim Liquid guys. Itu solo case gimana dah?
Yeah.
Bisa salah wallnya.
Absolutely brutal. I mean, from the outset, it's just, it's like the worst way you could start a round. Yampi just trying to poke and prod his way into the B site. Stray Vandal shot to the forehead. Boom.
Wah, si solo case udah kena mental nih. Aduh. Dulu guys, dulu guys. Oh!
He's out of there. The res, no.
And man, it's happened a couple of times now. Once again. Going through the
Ini baru
motions,
Yampi,
that's
bro.
different.
Some more of that, perhaps, Yampi. Great way to start things off. They clear the dart, still going to ping out 2. Aggressive push from Jesse, it's unscouted. Managing to find
hampir dapat 2 3, Cok. Ya.
Straight it back. And the advantage is
Salah
now there
pushnya
for
anjir.
TL, so
7
maybe
lawan 3, Cok.
they can put a second
Gagal
round
push
forward.
anjing.
Matt's going to be investing the pit as well.
10-2 dah.
Indian Borkum have to fight through the thick of it.
Yeah, but Redgar really diligent holding that back line, making sure Envy. Did you get to find the fight on Redgar for free? Not as it stands. They pumped the brakes for a second here, actually. Not going to be instantaneously planting as soon as that went up. They want to try and get a grasp on where Envy is.
Aduh.
And Redgar. Fabulous work in the end. It's given them the most
Dikasih
slim
satu,
of
dia harusnya
margins
dapat
here at
banyak
Helios,
tuh.
but it is very
Jeremy
slim.
nggak dapat tadi guys dia guys.
But I love the way that they play that. Slow down the pace. Just try to bait him out. Don't stick in.
Kasih ini nggak mungkin comeback sih. Nggak mungkin comeback sih guys, jauh guys. Kuat banget mentalnya kalau comeback anjir.
With a 10 and 2 scoreline at the half.
Yeah, that's all it is. Let's hand it back to the desk and see what
Let's go.
they're actually in.
Good luck, Bala.
Let's go. Team Secret, yo.
He's going to need
Let's go,
Achilles
baby,
while he's
let's
been
go.
molding for the entire half. I'm going to
Yeah,
let you
Tim
mold a
Secret,
little
Cok.
bit more.
I mean, this has just been
Ya, Tim
horrible
Secret
for
nih,
them.
bos. Tim Secret nih,
Everything
bos.
looks off. Every single player looks like they're not communicating with each other. In certain instances, I'm seeing them bump into each other.
Yeah,
let's look at
spacing even, yeah.
let's look at the first 3 rounds, because I think this is basically the first round I saw, and I'm like, this map is over, because they don't have any idea on how to play. They had such a good fake in mid. They put the wall up. They get Secret to rotate, but nobody's breaking the dart. Soulcast is getting molly shocked every
Anjir,
single round. He
itu
can't get the
kombonya
wall
guys
up.
ya.
Nobody's
Combo
breaking the
Shockdart
dart for
sama
him.
Viper
This
GG
is
banget ya.
forgivable in a round that they get sight.
nggak
Nobody
sih?
breaks it. He gets tagged. They come and swing him, and now they have the sight. And it's moments like these over and over and over. Missed walls. So much stuff is going wrong.
Ya nggak sih
There's
guys?
so much going right for
Timingnya
Secret.
selalu bagus
For
banget
Secret,
mereka loh.
Envy's one of these bright spots alongside Jesse
Shockdartnya sama
They've
itu
done
guys,
such
langsung
a
mati
good
cok.
job
Line up-nya
individually,
GG
and I think
cok.
what's
Gue
really
nggak
impressed
bisa
me
ngomong
watching
karena
their
emang
defensive side
bagus
is their
line up-nya.
utility usage. They've
Harus
provided,
belajar kayak
they've
gitu, guys.
applied so much pressure on Liquid through their nano combo, through their nano shock darts, mollies, everything. They've done such a good job at suffocating Liquid out at the beginning of the rounds, and I think that's applying a bit of pressure that has thrown fits for them, right? They don't know where to go. They don't know how they want to approach rounds. They're worried about flanks that haven't come at all. Liquid just look lost.
Yeah, and I'll be the first basically reaction from a Liquid fan. This looks really, really dire. And
Yeah.
I don't know if it's Icebox, I don't know if it's
Team
the
Secret,
Gambit being continuing on
1-0.
Icebox or what's
Tapi
happening.
emang tim
because
Pasifik
you
gila ya
always see
persiapannya,
creative
bener
things
tuh
from
kata
them,
Romario.
but you're- I
Bayangin
mean,
guys,
you're not
beberapa
even
tim
getting to
Pasifik
that.
tuh
You're
dia
not even
mempersiapkan
getting to
line
what
up
they do.
dan
And
serat
the
yang
crazy
kita
part
nggak
too is
pernah
all
lihat
that
sebelumnya
utility.
loh.
Secret was throwing so
Rapi
much ping
banget
in the
mainnya.
round,
Kalah
and
tim
yet
Eropa
still
rapi
they're
nih.
struggling to get it.
Yeah, after it's all gone, yeah.
Let's not forget Envy,
Biasanya tim Eropa kan
18-year-old
serem-serem, Ces.
international debut, and he's
Startsnya,
running
line up-nya
circles
gila-gila.
around Team Liquid right
Tapi
now.
kalah,
I
Cok.
can't wait to see
Masih ya.
more. Back to you, Achilles and
Rapiannya
Panty.
guys main. Nggak di grup, di grup ini guys. Ada si monyet.
Summarized very well. Bala sounds broken-hearted by all of this. He had such high hopes at the start. He
Second
came
oldest
in
player.
making poetry about them, and this is
Anjir,
how he
umur
gets
berapa tuh?
treated.
30-an anjir.
Devastating. But
Nomor satu
I think
paling
the
tua
caveat
siapa,
again
guys?
that was noted on the desk is if this is just Icebox isn't there. And we just got to suffer through this, and we get to enjoy it from a Secret perspective. That's where we call it, because it does look shambolic from Liquid here. But second half on the
tim
way,
Liquid
a
ngeras nggak tuh?
chance at maybe setting us straight.
Already, though, big change-up compared to how we saw Secret approaching the map. A 4-man push right off the rip here. And they just back away. Still a light little linger there for a brief moment from Safe. Just trying to keep tabs. Now it's Envy leading the charge, playing that pseudo-duelist KO. Yumpy's got the dash at the ready. Knife goes out, push on the corner. Yumpy should be able to get this, but breaks line of sight just in time. Heal now going, and Envy is still pushing that corner somehow, and he gets a kill for it.
Dapat 2, cu.
They're losing in this fight. They took the fight and they're losing it.
They could just back away.
They opted for this choice. The only saving grace, the one redeeming factor is safe right now. Slipped the net.
Kalau misalnya nggak dapat sama sekali sih, udah sih selesai sih.
Looking for it. Look at this, the slow creeper out. He's able to get one. They need more here from Yumpy though. It's just a bit whiffy.
Oh dear. It's agonizing.
Selesai guys ya. Paling tua Angle bang. Emang Angle masih main ya?
By this point, they've got the sight under wraps. There's no threat.
Oh ya masih.
The only danger I see is if he gets a kill on either dubstep or in.
Udah sih guys, 1-0 sih.
I'm not that fast.
12 lah, minimal 12 ya.
Oh
iya, Angel paling tua ya.
He's not been putting up numbers.
But I can't even blame him. I think even the desk highlighting there, how many times he was just left to his own devices attempting to try and get that spike down. You had all the utilities still against him. It was, the angle.
Does he read this lurk at all?
No.
He drops down. Bash. No way. Certainly not. Jesse Bash, you cannot do this to the man.
Woohoo! Di Bisa, bos.
Not again.
And that's just a GG go next. There's no coming back from that.
OMG ditucuk guys.
Oh man, anyone but Soulcast would have been fine. This is like the second time now. I'm not okay with this. Yeah, this is. Let's get it going and go to the next one. Let's just 5-push mid.
I mean, you just got knifed by the granddad in the server. Jesse Bash, I think he's still the oldest player that we have at this event.
Oh.
Yinsu was talking about he plays duo queue with his son.
Digemeter tangannya guys, tadi pas minum.
Shake it off. It's a bad map. So sometimes there is the weird thing you can say that losing in quite a quick fashion is better than an agonizing loss. As much as like a fan you're saying, oh, but it was a close game, it was competitive. Mentally, sometimes easy to get in and get out.
It's that much more exhaustive.
Yeah, it is. So let's see if there is anything in there, anything we can extrapolate from Liquid, because so far it's a celebration.
Oke, udah di A semua guys, udah rotate semua anjir.
Fantastic.
Lah,
and yes,
fokusnya aneh banget sendiri doang.
That's not bad, and there is more danger. So dubstep with that Vandal.
Yep. Great first kill. Spike still being committed up to the front. Yumpy with a nice little flick to the head. With that Bulldog will find one. So Jeremy gets cut down to size. They can just go one after the other at him and then gets
what the fuck?
This would be absolute heroics from the former duelist here from the side of Secret to be able to clutch this out. A couple low HP bars, but he himself tagged down, and that's will get them back on the board.
Okay.
Aneh banget masuknya dah.
3 standing, recovered, Bulldog in hand. God, imagine if they actually brought this game back.
We have seen some absolutely crazy recoveries. And I'm not averse to it. As much as we've been poking fun and praising Secret, I would love for this to turn into a more competitive map.
If Liquid pull this back genuinely, and
Jangan throw nih bahaya guys, kalau nge-throw
this map, not game, I'll get a Liquid tattoo at this point. I'm committing to it.
Okay. That's immortalized. Twitch doesn't forget.
Yeah, there it is. That's fine. I'm down.
And YouTube, shout out to our YouTube.
Yeah, I was gonna start getting worried. I see like 7 for Liquid. I'm like,
where should I put it?
Yeah.
Nice nih guys.
At present, though, we do see the somewhat of a.
Ini udah pasti kalah sih.
Of course, respecting the fact that the damage
was 11-4 lah, 11-4 lah. 13-4 yuk, 13-4 yuk.
Very few investments. It is probably gonna be a clean round here from Liquid, or at least it should. We did see, I think it was like a classics only round already in this tournament, which actually won it, but yeah. I imagine that's not the case here. So as we go, let's see if there's any chip damage achieved. You are Liquid if you're looking as a fan even to this round, you want to see it clean. You want to see that Vandal staying very much in this, the Bulldog staying very much in this. There is actually a block coming.
Ngetroll.
No, it's not going to be denied.
Aduh.
From there, it's looking like, near flawless. Dubstep managing to come away with one there with the Marshall.
Aduh.
Save is just jumping onto Borkum's head like he's a Goomba.
Nice try,
and,
nice try.
Sleeping around the corner to take down Dubstep as well.
Tadi nggak dapat, tadi harus dapat satu sih.
TL finding a fourth. Plant is in though. A little bit of extra cash lining in the pockets of Secret.
Iko kan bang, Iko sih cuma tadi harus dapat satu guys.
And whether or not they can take us to map point with this next round.
Cuma dapat tadi harusnya dia bunuh 2 guys, harusnya bunuh 2 ya.
Did what we needed though. We did say to keep it relatively
Udah beli
clean,
sih guys.
and most
Udah
of the
beli.
threats were found.
Mereka masih ada Bulldog, harusnya bisa sih guys 12-5 nih.
Because he was if there was a chance he didn't get checked, maybe a little bit more damage came in. Again, only classics though. So mostly Hollywood, but this is a big purchase, right? No big ultimates to talk about. Soulcast is only actually 1 away from his, so that could on the board pretty quick, actually. So eyes towards that. If that does come through, that's a factor. Envy 2 away. Jesse Vash only 3 away, and Jeremy pretty close as well on his. So both sides
Let's
coming in
go.
with a fair chance
Let's
for some
go.
serious damage. I'm looking to see
Let's
what
go.
Secret doing this.
I'm looking for
First
that
kill dulu.
linger, that push down 2.
Push anjing.
Aggressive.
Ya.
Pulls away from it though. Turret's there for contact, so Dubstep knows. Have safe and the catch. It's a second sooner.
Pasti ke B nih guys. B-nya 4 orang, Cok, pasti, Cok.
Could have been able to have that punish. Either way, the heal's been forced out.
I like that. I like them getting proactive. It's hard to do at this point. Jeremy does need to respect this, so the counter utility is there. Jesse Bash tries to find the timing.
Aduh, kan, mulai kan.
Soulcast denies. Nats towards the site, and everyone's here. They know there is no lurk. They know there's no potential fake towards A. This is a commitment from Secret, and they are locked to it for now.
On a rough spot. So those early kills coming through, much like we saw from Secret when they are on the defending side, that really just start to chip away at things. Get the suppression out onto 2. Safe. Just spamming across, manages to find Envy. Good amount of firepower now taken out of their hands. Post plan as well. Severely weakened here for the side of Secret. A singular bite in the
Masih
hands
ada
of
wall
Borkum.
nggak mereka? Masih ada wall, guys. Soloka masih ada wall, di wall nih.
I think they'll need someone to pop off here. Wall
There's
goes
a wall.
up. Yeah, ooh, actually, hold on. Quickly dealt with. Not bad. Nats trying to close the gap, though. Going to be the pressure point coming in towards yellow, and he's got it. Takes down Borkum and looks for the follow-up. Jeremy now surrounded. He doesn't have the support anymore. Lovely from Liquid. It's what they needed. Rifle round on the board. They get past the first 10.
Jangan nge-troll, guys.
Clean. They still keep 3 people alive in this round, holding onto those rifles. Soulcast already with a decent amount in the back pocket.
Pas dulu.
Quite cozy going into this next one. Secret, on the other hand, let's see what they can piece together. It's not everybody's going to be able to go for that Phantom half armor, so yeah, it looks like Inbeat is going to be selling that off. Going back to something a little bit more standard, but really great retake here from the side of TL. The defensive protocols looking a hell of a lot
Reporter, guys.
Yeah, you're on the money.
Panik gak nih? Panik gak lu? Kekambing gak lu?
The first real attempt that Secret had to run into this. With Liquid succeeding there, it does set them up a little further, build that bank. Ult's now starting to come through. Soulcast does have his safe. His as well,
Sorry,
so that's
Kambing
lovely.
Israel bang, GG.
That is slightly out of timing and out of sync for Jesse again, so might actually get freedom to utilize this.
Spotted. Fairly hefty stack here from the side of TL. They've got 3 members strong already on the site.
Oke, backside-nya nggak kecek ya guys ya.
Just hovering at top mid. Dart goes out. Dubstep gonna back away.
Ada ulti sih mereka sih. Mereka bakal ulti banyak sih abis ini guys. Mereka beli rifle abis ini terus ulti dah. FC lu kemana bang? Bentar guys, napas dikit.
Actually convert this round into a win. But unless they can find something like that, it's a bit of a stretch to try to go for those ults.
And Liquid sitting just purely backside. That's considering a swing here. And yeah, Soulcast does get pinged up, so it looks like the pawn's coming in, nothing to deny. I'm seeing one play again, real close though. Redgar gets amongst them. You do have the lockdown coming in, you're absolutely on the money. Great trade though, Envy.
Nice!
Oh my word, that's Dubstep 2. And now it's a 3v3. Envy's gonna pop the ult, get the hell back in there. They still need the spike planted.
And this is critical. He's popping this no command so that they can't go for the counter lockdown here from Safe. He does manage to put him down on the ground though, and Bash is now dead. Dubstep alone. The spot is watched. Safe finds another one though. Get the defuse, and TL, they continue to run it back. What is your location of choice for your tattoo, Lauren?
Don't worry about it
But
yet.
what
Don't you
ultinya,
worry about
Cok?
it. It's all
Kan
good.
Iko ya?
We're all good.
You did say 7. You said 7 rounds.
7, I get nervous. It's when they actually win the map, then we'll see. As it stands, I've got to say, a little bit more synergy looking here for Liquid. A little bit of something, but again, got to take into account what that purchase was from Secret. It was very little. So yes, burning of the ult so that we were looking to see coming to play. They've now gone through those.
Exactly. 2 ults committed in the fight. And Dubstep does get 3 charges back at the end of the day, but you look at the economy here for the side of TL. Cash-wise, flush with it. They've got 3 ults at the ready. It seems like we may have...
Comeback lucu nih bang, main lucu sih kalau ke comeback sih. Lumayan lucu sih kalau ke comeback sih guys.
But otherwise, Hunter's Fury, lockdown, res available. TL have so much to continue to drag out these rounds and continue to add them, to their side of the board.
Yeah, and you're going to have that operator with Yampi. Another huge boon to the Liquid stash, really. This guy can be influential. He can change completely.
Borkum!
If he has one of those games. I'm waiting to see it. It does seem as though you're absolutely right, Secret. Obviously, Liquid burning theirs incredibly fast in that first half. not really to much recovery.
Ayo bisa adik-adik, ayo adik-adik.
This then means bigger picture. At least we've seen some life in Liquid, right? This then means that potentially the next map is going to be a little bit better, heating up into it, feeling a little bit warmer here, not feeling so just stun-locked as they were in that first half. I'm hoping this is a little bit of a resurgence here. I still want to wait to see once that first real cycle hits for Secret. They still have Jesse Bash 1 away, Borkum 3 away. I'm still waiting for all of that to come through. Because being on
5 poin masih bisa lah. 3 kesempatan yuk.
Get that full buy.
3 kali full buy.
More than likely going to convert it.
It feels like it's an inevitability, which is why Liquid are probably also equally happy to have this timeout. So they can get back in there, start having a conversation again after burning those first 2 timeouts in the first half. So now it's really going to be about, okay, how is Secret going to be approaching this round? They've only got a res available. They don't have too much. If we can knock them back from here, their econ is once again in the trash. We get that
Wah,
much
mereka ada 3 ulti, Cok. Tim Liquid ada 3 ulti, guys.
And potentially even steal the map away from them.
It's getting a little tense, though. Certainly getting closer. Plenty of plants coming through for Secret, though. Still trying to get themselves on the sides, holding those post plants that Liquid have been breaking back in from. So we go back in, but this time,
Anjir, rekonnya bagus banget.
Secret and Liquid do have that operator with Yampi. Couple of those additional ultimates as well to play into this.
Dipush Cok sama Jampi Cok. Udah nggak ada des ya. Kalau berani tuh udah nggak ada des tuh gas tuh. Aduh. Nice.
In the meantime, yeah, he was trying to go for that side-by-side push here alongside Yampi's just splitting away from him. They're aware that he would have dropped down off that position, so they're actually swinging up onto the high ground to try to
nice,
avoid a little bit more. And Borkum with the lurkin. He gets tagged by the alarm bot, but he's the one getting the jump on safe. Soulcast is there to answer back. Still, now evened up as Yampi finds the equalization kill there, but the res is going to come out on both sides.
Balik Cok,
Right back to 4v4.
This is lovely. So they're very aware that there's still at least 2 players towards middle, and it's only Yampi. And I say only Yampi. This guy does do damage. Here in the spike being planted, but he's holding a lot of space, so they can't get comfortable in these post plants. Lockdown can be brought into effect. Jesse Bash does have. Oh, Yampi flies in! Shotty to hand, Soulcast by his side! And the lockdown's still ticking. Jesse Bash, the last one standing. Pressure now mounting. He's got players to worry about. Safe is there!
Is ready.
Liquid, maybe on the verge of being back in this game.
Unbelievable. A retake. It's just so critical for them, shutting this down.
Aduh,
3 members
guys.
left alive after committing the res to the fight as well.
Lucu sih guys,
they don't
lucu
even
sih guys
really
kalau
need
comeback
to
sih.
carry that extra weapon over. They got so much money stacked up. And Secret, they've got a hole in their wallet. They're just bleeding out their currency right now.
I have to look towards how Yampi played that round. Didn't overstay his welcome. Again, he was the one pushed it up pretty deep, got a nice pick, but kept falling away. Some people
Bahaya sih guys, bahaya sih guys. It's not good guys, it's not good guys. Apakah tim Secret sudah hilang arah mau kemana ya guys?
Yeah. 11-7 Secret without a response here really. Yeah, a couple of close rounds again, but it's the retakes that
nih kalau
are
udah
working
habis
so
cara
well
dia
for
commit
Liquid.
nih.
Just protection around Nest, whether it's somebody planting or somebody postured up in that position has been fairly weak here from the side of Secret as Redguard starts going off one after the other. 3 quick kills for him.
Yeah, a bit of an eco Cobra, but you'll take him. You'll take him every day of the week.
It's crispy aim at the end of the day, and that's what we were lacking in the first half. And suddenly they are within touching distance, just 3 rounds away now from tying up this map.
Aduh.
Crucial ultimates, though, now available for the side of Secret, but they have to utilize them intelligently. They have to make them work. A lockdown, a pit. But they're still going up against so much on the side of TL, who have a pit of their own. They have that Hunter's Fury to potentially flush somebody out. You can see significantly different experience now in the coach booth. It's all smiles.
Yeah, what a different look it is already. As said, though, early flash for NV just going to head on through. Safe does get pinged out, and that's unnoted, waiting with the ult. Now's the time to go for it.
Goes right before the 0 point connects. Clearing out the turret for now. See how they try to approach this. Drone did go into the back, but looks like Nat's not spotted at all. They're trying to get the spam through onto Jeremy. Won't be able to make it happen. He gets the plant, he gets out.
5 in a post plant, that's different this time.
Yeah.
Now I look towards the flank. What is that back line looking at? We do even have the lockdown coming in. There's the counter. So that should be dealt with pretty swiftly. There it is. Yampi did find Borkum.
Oh,
Yampi
nice.
does get traded down on though eventually.
2 tukar 2, guys.
The lockdown is still ticking.
Wah, kena.
That's detained. 2 detains, actually. It's just Safe who doesn't get hit by this. It's just tucked away in the back of sight. Safe gonna have to lead the charge. The pit drops down.
This is so high pressure now. Safe needs to try and be the bodyguard, be the one to take the fight here, because they're about to swing.
They're holding it right now.
He's not stopping. Gets taken away. Now down to Envy. And now
There's no
time. He's got it. Safe. Can't chase him down. There's no other option. It took
Satu lagi, bro. Let's go.
Secret had, and all that is left remaining is 1.
Still so close, but Secret managed to make it work here. They get that map point locked in. Liquid, they committed everything that they had to that round, but they do still have a more comfortable buy coming into this, so there's still a chance for them to continue to run this back. Secret are not out of the woods yet, and that was looking fairly catastrophic. Yuppie being able to get 2 on this flank, pushing around towards A main, was enormous. If that doesn't happen, this is a significantly cleaner hold for the side of Secret.
But also the lockdown not getting destroyed. How game-changingly different could that have been? Yampi turns the flash. Gonna be now noted early. Oh,
It's gonna stay.
Yeah, Yampi's willing to sit around on this one. Not sure if he got noted on this angle, but again, they are desperate to try and force him deeper into these sites.
Lihat guys, kalau nggak bisa di sini dia masih bisa nge-kill nggak ya?
How long does Yampi sit on this?
Kan gitu deh. Itu kalau itu tuh gampang guys sebenarnya guys. Kalau lu ngerti utility, lu tuh bakal gak seru anjing. Biar lu nggak bisa ngapa-ngapain cok OP-nya.
As the flash comes in,
Kan ada.
goes back off just a bit more.
Ini bawa utilnya udah banyak banget tuh cok. Udah 2 flash keluar ya. Flash 2 udah keluar. Recon udah keluar. Keluarnya banyak banget cok anjing.
Mid pressure coming down as well from Safe as he once again pushes out 2. Turret makes contact. That's going to be noted.
Not following up on that though. The knife's going to clear. Make sure that Yampi is no longer sitting around the wall. Still in place here. Utility not finding the connection needed, and there's ZL. Borkum's going to find this. Deeper wall comes in. Jeremy, does he get the plant through? Looking to see if there's anything.
Jesse dapat satu.
He's actually been found. Jesse's the one to get him.
Jesse gets a kill. All the util gone from Redgar as well, so now they don't
Nice!
have a drone to try to push into this, so he just goes in blind.
He's fighting.
Aduh,
Shut
hapus banget
down.
anjing.
Nats
Harusnya main belakang.
his way out through Snowman, does find Jesse Bash. They're still bleeding, members dry here, and it looks like Secret might have finally done it.
Yeah, Safe and Nats, we need some miracles here. 2 incredibly talented players, nasty players. But that Viper's Pit keeps Secret safe.
Nice. 1-0 untuk tim Secret.
Gave them everything going forward.
Kayak berbulu, cok.
Just a couple more rounds, perhaps, if from the side of TL. Maybe they would have been able to make this happen. It's a very good effort, though, here from them, Lauren, to be able to rally back, to be able to put these many rounds up, considering how that first half went. You can tell that they're not looking to give up, and I'm sure we're going to be seeing them rallying back on Fracture.
Yeah, this is much better. Fracture on the horizon, to me, is so imperative, though. I want to see Liquid looking way more robust, especially on the attacking side. For me, was a little bit hit and miss, a little out of sorts.
Kalau bisa mengalahkan tim Liquid, GG sih, GG parah sih guys, tim Secret guys. Bisa map 2 yuk, 2-0 yuk, 2-0 yuk. Gak usah pakai lama-lama lah.
That is the question. We'll find out after the break.
Spicy lagi live juga tuh guys. Kak Spicy guys. Yang mau nonton Kak, yang jago bahasa Inggris nonton Spicy aja tuh guys. Kak Spicy ya, Kak Spicy ya. Kayaknya map selanjutnya Liquid bisa lawan sih ya, map dia kan selanjutnya kan. Lecture. Tim Indo kapan bang? RRQ tanggal 24 guys. Ini ketawanya begitu banget cok. Ini nyanyi apa tuh guys? Gila, Jesse Face umur 30-an masih nembaknya begitu bang. Iya ya, kapan kita begitu ya? Ya kok nggak bisa begitu ya? Kapret. Aku nonton Cio aja, makasih guys, umur 30-an bang. Paling tua tuh dia sama si Angle guys, Angle. Sony kalau nggak salah. RRQ kira-kira bisa masuk babak selanjutnya nggak bang? Amin. Aminin dulu guys. Angel 33 bang. Iya, kayaknya Angel dia paling tua deh. Tim needs a carry. Red Bull give you wings. Gitu kan. Nih bos, keyboard gua nih bos. Kru e-sport dari mana bang? Kru e-sport dari kalau nggak salah dari dari mana ya? Brazil bukan sih? Bukan ya? Chile. Pokoknya dari Amerika Selatan kalau nggak salah. Kalau nggak salah ya. Red Bull give you wings. Brazil kayaknya bang. Satu lagi guys, 2-0 guys ya. Sedih energi kalah bang. Iya sih. Banyak kok yang kalah sedih. HyperX kalah juga sedih kan kalian kan? Ya nggak? Ya nggak? Siapa yang kemarin pas HyperX kalah dibantai-bantai sedih dan nangis kayak gue. Tim Navi gimana bang? Wah itu ngeri sih guys tim Navi guys. Tim Navi salah satu tim yang bakal kru dari Chile bang. Nah, Chile kan setahu gue bener kan? Nangis. Oke, kita akan melihat kekuatan dari Navi lawan kru. Harusnya sih nggak mungkin sih kru bisa menang ya guys ya. Lawannya Navi cok. Navi itu skuadnya ada Zipan, Angle, SAO, Sinet sama Sugetsu anjir. Lu bayangin campuran FPX tambah orang satu kuat lagi cok, Sinet cok. Kuat banget masalahnya. Sinetnya hyper carry juga guys anjir. AWP-nya ngeri coy. Ini tuh gila guys AWP-nya guys. Ngeri-ngerinyo ya anjir. Lebih ngeri dia guys daripada si siapa? RQ J24 jam 3 sih yoi. Zeta Division gua nggak nonton sih kayaknya guys. Bentar, gue cek dulu. Gue sih Zeta nggak nonton. Kita lanjut lagi besok berarti kan. Oh besok itu Global Esport sama RRQ dong. Profesia Zeta nonton nggak bang? Stop it. Get some help, oke? Okay? Sentinel nggak ada yang main di lock Bang Rio. Ada dong. Sentinel tuh timnya juga kuat banget coy. Sentinel juga ngeri guys. Kalian jangan salah ya. Sentinel itu guys. Sentinel itu ada orang-orang OP. Ada Ten, Sasi, Pankada, Dep, sama Zeken anjir.
Omega bracket. I'm your host Yingsu and I'm
ya,
back
gitu Sentinel nih guys. Ngeri coy nanti coy. Ngeri pasti bro. Walaupun kalah kemarin ya lawan TSM kalah. Lawan The God juga kalah. Oh. Gue gak tau sih tapi.
They started shooting back essentially. And that's good going into the second map, but still I'm still thinking about that first half and just how lost Team Liquid looked and how
kemarin
that's
kalah
actually
ya guys ya
translate to the
lawan
rest of
ini
the
guys.
maps too.
They looked lost in every facet of the game. You mentioned that they were bumping into each other.
Kalah tapi lo guys, lawan The God kalah.
From beginning to end, and you're right. I think if there is a silver lining, it's that they started putting something together. But even in those rounds, you think about there were specific instances where Yampi's knife.
Ini juga dia belum kuat-kuat banget sih kayaknya guys ya.
Everything just looked a bit flaccid from them.
Walaupun coachnya gila guys, coachnya siapa yang itu ya? Coachnya yang itu
make it really difficult to play against. And then as well, some credit to Team Secret to be able to shut that comeback down entirely, right? Because
coachnya si Sentinel sekarang tuh coachnya bekas apa ya? Yang kayak ini guys, yang kayak apa? Steve Aoki.
The Hunter's Fury that's going off from Redguard to try to break it on the flank, and that causes him to get off. And all of a sudden,
Except bekas coachnya Except dia ya.
And everything is good.
Bekas coachnya Except.
Speaking of Jesse Vash, let's move on to our Verizon high-speed moment. We've had, I think this is the third knife we've had.
Oh no.
And poor Soulcast.
Can we let Paolo talk about it?
But why is it always
Don't do it to
Soulcast? Why is it always Dom?
This poor guy,
Why?
bro. I mean, it feels like every international event at this point, but
Gue nggak tahu ya guys, si ini main apa enggak ya? Si monyet pasti main si monyet guys. Monyet, Irene, TS Rossi, Lightning Face kayaknya main sih harusnya. Soalnya timnya Global Esport tuh banyak banget guys besok.
It's so hard to come back from it in that type of moment, but I mean, they did kind of rally a little bit.
I do like what you said about how Secret maintain their composure, because I think when you have a team across, like the names across from this across you on the stage, when they're the ones who are mounting so strong a comeback, it's really easy for teams to crumble, right? Like it's really easy to kind of keep that in the back of your mind.
Gue nggak tahu nih bakal keluar squad barunya kapan guys, gue nggak tahu ya.
Hold up for us old boomers out here, or you know whatever it is, they maintain their composure, and I think that's what got them to dub.
I'm just a little bit upset that we didn't get the Lauren tattoo in the end.
Yeah,
I was
she
kind
breathed
of
a sigh of relief.
I was thinking like,
how at
where
the end
is
of the
she gonna
game,
get it?
she was just kind of ignoring it. She's like, yeah, fine.
Yeah.
Good on her, but
I wanted to see the liquid tattoo. Maybe next time. For now, let's hop into the aim.
Guys, gua napas bentar ya.
Get a pre-game warm-up with Team Secret's dubstep. Honestly, different agent coming to this tournament, but still on that AWP that he's been doing for the last 3 years here in Valorant. And he looks very, very solid, Doug. I've been impressed so far with dubstep.
Yeah, there were a lot of really impressive players on the team. We talked about Emea and how good he was. We talked about Jesse. Dubstep was another one who performed rather admirably.
Gila banget anjing, main apa itu kecil gitu guys.
Exceptionally well. His utility
kayak pentil gue.
stifled so much of what Liquid was trying to do on attack. Like they just played the map so well. And
What
I was
is
really
that, bro?
impressed.
yeah, and I also have to give credit to the proactivity he had on Killjoy. Not only to op, but also he was getting some deep alarm bots.
Yeah, he was.
Deep
okay,
turrets
emang nggak
that
boleh
were
tau.
forcing Liquid to not really have much space at all. They were not worried about flanks very often, and that was because Dubstep was being proactive with it. He didn't have to just settle for the same kitchen setup every single round.
Yeah,
Also, yeah.
I think it was a combination of that and the Sage Walls. They like
gaming club gue lupa gue matiin guys
different
anjing.
areas of the map and funnel Liquid into one spot, and they had 3-4 players waiting there. I think they had them read like a book the entire time.
Totally unrelated, but I kind of like that
gaming club
Corsair
gue lupa gue
thing,
matiin cok.
controlling us, Dubstep, 'cause, like,
Grinding.
every time we aim lab shoot around, someone's got like freaking shadows Crosshair from EMEA. That's like the whole screen. So
the massive one. that I could
but I
fit on a
respect this
bus.
one. I respect this one. But as we head into the next map of Fracture, I do want to pose this. I think we lightly touched on it, but of course with the two Gambit players coming in for Liquid, Redguard being the IGL, and then
It nggak masuk roster bang, itu belum kelihatan guys roster di situ. Masuk setahu gue masuk guys.
Like maybe the Gambit players are still not
Masuk
100% comfortable on the maps that they didn't like to play, like Icebox as well.
Yeah, there does seem to be something about that. I want to be able to look at this and go, it's a new team,
Gue
you know,
pengen
new
ngecek ini
structure,
sih,
all
gue
this
pengen ngecek.
stuff, and new coaches, whatever, but there does seem to be some uncomfortability on these maps. So we'll see if it transfers over on Fracture.
Yeah, it's definitely something to look at,
Yeah.
I think, and keep in mind in the future, because I never really thought of, for example, Redgar as somebody who's hard-headed or stubborn, right? And now we see them continue to ban Haven. I think bringing that back up, I think is very, very important. And so we'll see. Fracture was one that they were also struggling with, but it is their pick. So that's a slight difference in the approach so far in the map vetoes. And one thing as well, safe on Killjoy, I'm not too fussed about it. I think obviously you have some explosiveness from safe, but the way Yampi is playing, I'm not sure if you could really
Lihat agen Yoru lagi deh bang, Yoru jarang sekali sih.
So maybe you just have to leave him and leave safe to be a little bit more of the flexible player.
When it comes to agents, where do we go from here? Because Soulcast used to play Astra on Fracture, Redguard did as well. Both Yumpy and Nats both played Chamber here.
Yeah.
There's got to be some degree of flexibility. And again, maybe I'm just in the safe kind of duelist fanboy camp. Play the duelist at some point. point on some map.
Yeah, but I think we were mentioning it before Icebox. I think that's one of the benefits of having Safe on your team, right? Is that he can flex as hard as he can, and you know he can run a Phoenix into Raiden and pop off.
Yeah.
He can do something different like the Killjoy, a KO. Like, there's so much versatility to him, and I think that's why he's so exciting to watch.
I am curious though.
Gua
I don't think
kedengeran ya
we've
sih guys
seen
anjing.
much of the flexible duelist from either Safe or Yampy, other than like Safe playing Phoenix every once in a while. But like, can either of them really play Raze at the level that we saw in the Alpha bracket, for example?
Right.
And that's important on this map Fracture. So let's see if that is a question that's even answered at all, right? Are they even going to go for that agent, or are they going to go for just a regular Jet?
Yeah.
Right? Like.
On the other side, I also want to see what Dubstep is going to do here, because I had a chat with him before the tournament, and he said that to help him move on to this new role, as we head into Prime Gaming Agent Select, he actively watched a bucket load of Nat Cypher setups, and he's yoinked a lot Nat
Cypher?
setups. I nearly did a Bren there,
Cypher
but
Nats ka?
I didn't. Yeah, Zolcast seems to be the one playing Astra here, so what's Redgar going to do?
Yeah, that's a big question. He's going to play the Breach. He used to do a fair bit of that as well.
It's the dubstep. That's the dubstep Cypher. Are we
Yeah,
going to get like a Nats-esque performance from him? I don't know.
Full Sentinel for him. I've never seen him as necessarily a lurker, but he did do a fair bit about it on Icebox. So it's definitely going to be those two head-to-head. And then we have Prim as the controller choice as well, and a Raze as well for Secret. So I'm curious how this is going to go.
I'm really excited to see how Redgar approaches his attacking half. In a single elimination tournament, calling is everything. He struggled on Icebox. Let's see what his adaptations look like on Fracture.
Well, I'm glad you mentioned that, because if Liquid loses this, they are out, and they can't do that. I need to see that pansy tattoo. Achilles, do me a favor and bully her into more of it.
I'll have none of this. I'll have absolutely none of this behavior.
It's my first time casting with you. I'm not really going to go for the bully aspect, you know, tiptoe into it.
Easy lagi pasti lokin siapa bang? Banyak sih guys yang lagi panas guys.
Try and aim up here. All right. Well, anyway.
Too much time around Bren.
That's very true. We do need to focus up on the game, though. We do need to look at what's in front of us now, because it's a little bit different from, I think, what a lot of people expected.
Sure.
The fact that actually, by all accounts, Team Secret looked very solid. It took a little time to close out in the end, but they got there. It was job done. That first half was gorgeous. This, however, is Liquid's map choice, so we should see the best version possible, and I'd love to see how
satu
Secret
map lagi
now
loh guys, satu
look
map
on the
lagi
other
loh
foot.
guys.
This is going to be incredibly telling, and I absolutely can't wait for it. So,
One
Secret
more map again.
already starting things off pretty nicely.
Oke, map kedua. Mapnya tim Liquid. Apakah bisa tim Liquid membalikkan keadaan ya guys ya? Sepertinya sih bisa ya harusnya. Right, let's go. Dia sama dia Star mainnya semifinal guys.
The push starts coming in here over towards the B side. Aftershock up in the tower. Nate going to be joining it as well. Borkum just pulls back. Now we'll watch over towards Arcade. That's just lurking on that row. He knows that he's pressured on either side and doesn't know which way to look. Borkum taking down. There's first blood.
Yeah, lovely work from Liquid so far. Sight fully under wraps. Soulcast.
Kenapa lupa guys, lupa bentar.
Coming through. Gets overrun in the end, but still they are still holding on towards that tower position. They have all rights to be holding on to this. Noting no pressure through Arcade. No, actually going all the way around. Redgar is indeed doing that. Trying to maybe find the timing on this, and I love this play. Heads up play, but they still need to hold on to the site itself. Nats gets warded away. Safe's now fallen, and now there's problems. They've got towards halfway.
Nats,
the safest pair of hands in the game, but has two players on the other side. Dubstep and Envy, two highlights from map 1.
They are tagged low, but they're just sticking the defuse, and Dubstep's got the covering fire. And while
dapat lagi pistoronnya guys.
for the side of TL, getting into a fairly
ini nggak bagus sih guys. Gue refresh dulu biar cepet. Takutnya delay guys ya.
To run it back again, starting off a side of a map with some nice kills coming through. It's going to help fast track towards that rolling thunder, which is ever so important on every map.
Liquid kalah mulu pistol ya.
But especially here on Fracture.
Tapi kena itu guys, kena.
Trapnya siapa tuh? Caught up in the traps. That late rotate just perfectly read. Honestly, think it was heard.
Oh, dubstep pakai sentinel ya.
Through that underpass.
Dualisnya jadi Jeremy cuy.
Oh, why'd you just get caught by the knife? Has to fall away from this now.
Throw a lot of stuff at him. Just drops down.
Dukung tim Secret lah kan dari Asia juga.
They do get the orb at least. So they are going through the motions of this. This could be the name of the early game, at least trying to farm them up. Try and get, I think it looks like Redgar propped up here. Soulcast just trying to keep a little bit of security towards the other side of the map as well, ensure no one's pushing out in the meantime. So they will congregate back together at some point.
Kedengeran tuh guys ya.
The old DRX.
Kedengeran tuh guys.
Feed the breach, the orbs. Get the rolling thunder every third round. Utilize it, win the round.
That's the one.
There's another one. It's now just 3 away, leaving Envy in the dust.
Skin ngaruh nggak bang? Skin bikin lebih pede doang sih sebenarnya guys.
Secrecy or subtlety to this, but there's been no active challenge from Secret. So they do have the 3 players here. Yes, still isolated, 1 towards the tower. Could be a little bit of a problem here, but 2 towards CT. Yampi's gonna be the first to challenge. It looks like Borkum on the other side. And it's dubstep to find that shot from Yampi.
Very clean from Yampi. Needed that. I thought he was gonna fast rush into tower with a double blast pack, but actually didn't have it. Still manages to find the kill, but Safe gonna be taken down by the aftershock. And Liquid, they find one, but then they start bleeding members.
Yeah, support's on the way as well.
Oh, what a cheeky little haunt.
Yeah, some nasty haunts so far. Yampi, damage, and the swing. Nice, but not nice enough to be able to transfer towards dubstep, leaving just Redgar here. See if we can do any more progress towards that.
Nice one.
Be the case. Jeremy there to shut down the account.
Let's go. Chamber udah nggak mentak abang, jarang yang pakai chamber sih.
No, not at all. I mean, one more
Tergantung map sih, kayaknya sih ada beberapa map masih pakai chamber, cuman mostly udah enggak sih.
A little bit just picking up some of those sheriffs. They did manage to find some value with it. They get knocked Secret down to just 2 people left holding on to those Spectres for dear life. You start feeling a lot more comfortable coming into this bonus, but Secret, they do manage to stabilize there as Dubstep looking very clean so far.
4-0 Dubstep.
Leading the charge for the team.
We'll see where that early A main control does eventually swing towards, as we do seem to have a little bit of a
Kemarin Jason make kok, Jason make chamber guys di Lotus.
Jesse on one side, Jeremy with them. Yampi gonna note that Prowler coming in, but again, passive start this time.
Yeah, they're expecting this pressure here, so they just slowly creep up, get the Prowler around the corner, send the boom bot. They're not wide swinging out. They're wary that somebody could be watching that angle. They don't want to swing into it. Go for the C's nade. Oh, classico little pairing.
Oke, mereka nggak ke A ya, buang-buang utilnya banyak tuh guys anjir. Banyak buang util tuh guys. Jason gimana bang kemarin bang? Jason kemarin bagus pakai chamber ya, cuman emang kemarin strategi timnya kurang kemarin guys.
Absolutely have better weaponry, so this should be clean for Liquid.
There it is.
And there it is. That's what they've been building towards. This should be the go signal. Yampi halted at the door though. Great counter utility to offset the timing. And it's dubstep to find Safe.
Safe gonna be taken down. That's now the flashes. Other than Redgar's one remaining one out of the equation. Nats manages to swing his way in through tower. It's gonna get stunned up. Throws down the cyber cage, expecting a push through arcade. That is not coming. Instead, it's just going to be Borkum still sat here on the site, but he's so low HP. Against the staircase, Nats takes him down. Envy dead as well. Man advantage here for TL, but still haven't gotten the spike up onto the site. There's 25 seconds remaining.
Anything that could go wrong gets a little bit more dangerous, but it's a safe plan. Nothing stopped it. The flank pressure does come in. That's Jeremy. Takes down one. Hold on. Dubstep got Yampi in the meantime. It's a 2v2. Jesse Bash and Jeremy up against Redgar and Nats. Now the positioning's decent though for Liquid. Good spot to be in. Nats a little precarious, but still good for it. Takes out Jesse. Jeremy turns the flash, gets to move in closer, but Nats on the angle. This should be the cross being watched.
He's not going to read this.
He's seen the barrel. Nats has the kill. Gorgeous round from Nats. That positioning in tower was second to none.
Yeah, but on the flip side,
it's okay.
Good damage.
Nice bonus, nice bonus.
Yeah, it's a bonus for them. They still managed to take away 3 of these guns. So economy-wise, a decent amount of damage being dealt, but good for Liquid to be able to get around on the board here nice and early. Nats getting himself into tower. That was really what kind of sprung the trap, really surprised the side of Secret a bit. They just had Borkum out on an island, 9 HP, sat inside of a smoke, desperately
masih aman guys, TS pede sih guys nih. TS juga ngeri cok, ngotot dia guys, nggak mau main biasa-biasa doang.
Going into this next round, it's going to be neural theft on either side.
Ngapain?
Is instantly dealt with.
I don't know what he expected the counter to be, but we do have the early pop from the ult from Jeremy. Not going to quite find anyone. I think Redgar's making a run for it, get the hell out of danger.
There's a trap
and
wire
hold
there.
his breath. Oops. How far do they get? Yeah, nothing found off the back of it, but they take so much space. And actually, I wonder if they spot the spike. I don't think they crested the corner deep
kena ini anjing si Yampi tadi, cok.
But that will be gathered and taken back into hand.
Oh, Dubstep watching, yep. Quick flip of the camera there. Spots Nats lurking around in the sewers. Is noted. They flushed everybody back. There's still worries about that dish side, about a push coming in from arcade, but angles are being watched right now by Secret. Seems like they got a pretty good idea that everybody's still going to be on the attacking side spawn.
Mereka nggak lihat.
Jeremy has support here as well.
Mereka nggak lihat Jeremy, cok.
So timing is everything now. First player's crossed, low ahead. Redgar. Oh my word, Jeremy sends it packing. Redgar denied. No support there either for the trade.
Yeah, they have that season 8 coming. Nobody can try to push in to cover him. Ends up just getting taken down with a nasty headshot from the side of Jeremy. Jesse Vash going to be able to find 2. Now it's just going to be safe. Up to his own devices. 20 seconds remaining. 1,500 in the bank. The Phantom in hand. Can he do some damage?
Guys, ini kayak TF sih 2-0 sih guys. 2-0
2-0
nggak sih? Percaya nggak sih sama Ryuji guys? 2-0 nggak sih guys? 2-0 nggak sih?
It's going to be a save in the end.
I don't know what the hell got into Yampi there. What space?
2-0 nih kayaknya feeling gue.
Even these last couple of rounds we've seen
TS mainnya ngeri cuy, ngotot dia, ngotot guys, nggak mau kalah.
We saw that little trade out in the round just prior in the bonus. And this time he thought maybe get in there head on, see if he can maybe be disruptive. I'm not sure what he really thought he had in that regard, because he got punished so quickly.
Take a look back at it, and it's just so well read. That fault line ends up just getting him, and there's just no way for him to respond. Jeremy though,
that shot.
Yeah, being able to get the paint shells out to go with the series.
Nice banget, Jesse Face dapat 2, Cok.
And then still be able to draw down.
Lagi on fire semua guys ini si tim Secret guys. Coba Paperrex kayak gini kemarin. Aduh. Seru banget dah.
One of the big reasons why we see Dubstep not playing the duelist anymore. They found somebody who is incredibly good, a very young player in Jeremy. So
Kaiko guys, Kaiko ya. Half boy ada si Saif.
Oh yeah, looking really quite nice. Oh dear, Redgar. Yeah, Yampi tried to back away. He's being surrounded. They're hunting him down like a dog. Oh dear, the blast back will do nothing in this.
Didn't even go off.
Nope, Secret. This is, I like them being proactive though. What a switch up here. A little bit of a test of the pace here. A couple of times they've been seeing them take dish control, try and farm these orbs
exactly.
up.
Dapat bom guys, dapat bom.
Well, Nats will be able to jump here on Borkum. That will be a gun picked up. Still only a Spectre.
Yeah, not ideal. High flash, swing.
Oh, should have noticed.
Yeah, notes Jesse Vash.
Need a counter swing. Flash goes out.
They need something more than that. This is just brutality from Secret, and it's clean. 4 standing. This is
nice.
The whole round gorgeously read.
Let's go. Jangan kasih angka banyak udah. Pulangin aja cepet, bro.
From the outset, they just up the pace. They know that they've been trying to get Redgar in these positions to farm these orbs. He's just trying to get those Rolling Thunders online as consistently as he possibly can. So they say, screw it, we're going to up the pace, go pushing over a dish. They find the 2 kills. Yampi just hiding in the corner.
Tim Secret ini pelatih baru ya? Pelatih baru guys ya?
Very clean. The covering util.
Yampi tanpa ini guys.
On point right now for Secret. A little bit late there for Liquid. They try to get that concussion out to get the stun on Jesse Vash, but it's just seconds too late.
Borkum, he has been the target of Nats' eye.
Filipin semua bang, TS iya.
Nats has been winning out in the vast majority of those individual fights at least. First time we're seeing a lot more.
Ya bulan lalu bang diganti bang, tapi works kan ganti pelatih baru guys, terbukti tuh. Mainnya lebih serem coy. Kadang tuh pelatih kayaknya nomor 1 sih yang paling ngaruh guys. Ya, pemain tuh kadang emang udah jago, tinggal gimana cara dilatihnya aja guys biar makin jago guys.
No additional rotation yet. Wait and see when Jesse Vash, when any of these players start considering. There's the other side that's under pressure.
I haven't done it yet.
Arcade udah di-push tuh, Arcade tuh. Arcade
Arcade
dikosongin mulu guys, itu kayak serem banget dah, Arcade kosong mulu.
Cross into the underpass now. Redgar thinks better if it actually shifts back or wants an escort.
Footsteps?
Perhaps. Send out the knife, nothing to be found. Yampi, showstopper at the ready, comes pushing forward. There's no one on the site to receive this rocket though. Borkum gonna pull away just in case it does end up going towards him. Which it does. So wisely played. Now they have the
retake langsung. Gaskan.
Catches potentially 3. Not sure if he got towards the
Satu
tower
mati.
but again, as it stands, good initial work. They should know where these players
Dua
at least
mati.
reside. Good start as well from Envy, finding Redgar, removing
Satu
him from
low.
the side, but a 3v3. Spike now down, and Nats back in tower. You know he's a specialist at this. Whole side of this arcade approach is completely under wraps, but Secret, straight through the site, right up the gut. Safe is the first one to check on this. Yes, they're running through the utility, but they
nice banget Jesse Vash.
It's the neural theft. They used it so they know exactly where Nats is at. This is not going to surprise them whatsoever. They've got the covering fire. Jesse Vash has the headshot.
Woo!
And Team Secret have the firm lead. 5 rounds now on this starting side. And once again, Liquid
ring.
economically.
Where's the timeout coming? There's got to be soon. It has to be on the horizon for Liquid here because they are starting to hit that wall. And they've not found the success they need. They've maybe isolated a couple of areas they found success in. I mean, they've been getting Nats up towards the tower. But again, even the retake here was lovely. Jesse Vash, wondrous performance in that as well.
Gila Jesse Vash, cok. Om serem, cok.
I thought map 1, hey, it's their map choice. Put that in context. You know, it looked good. first half fantastic, second half got a little closer.
Ngeri anjir ya.
Liquid's choice and Secret still look way up
Gila,
the
guys.
stretch. They look fantastic as it stands.
It feels like
Kasih menurut gue sih Paperrex itu sebenarnya udah banyak strategi yang dibuat sama Coach Alex, cuman nggak jalan aja pas on match ya. Antara grogi, antara dia mungkin nervous, banyak lah guys faktornya guys. Di stage itu guys, mungkin banyak orang tuh nggak menyangka emang tuh tekanannya begitu besar sehingga di saat lu mempersiapkan sesuatu kadang bisa lupa. Menurut gua tuh gitu guys, kadang tuh lu nyiapin udah banyak tapi lu kena atmosfernya yang dingin. Terus kayak taunting itu yang membuat mereka kadang ngedown loh. Nervousnya single elimination bang, iya.
Yeah, I think if we're going to be honest as well, I think you're seeing a lot.
Ada lah pasti kan kalau stras pasti ada guys yang unik-unik disiapkan. Cuman emang mungkin lebih siap tim musuh daripada Paperrex itu aja guys. Kalau kalah tuh lebih siap tim musuh aja. Sama tembakannya lebih kena tim musuh udah kan.
Building the roster to what they need, not quite there yet, at least so far. By this round we'll be really into the thick of it, but this timeout coming forward won't be really for this round to be the one to follow it.
Nah, tuh kadang bisa dilihat dua cara guys. Kadang M-nya nggak kena, tapi kalau strateginya kena masih bisa nggak. M nggak kena, berat deh.
A lot of investment here, just get themselves to the side, and yep, just sprinting through it. Safe going to be taken down at 48 HP. Redgar as well, tagged up, but the plant is going to be coming through, and Jesse Bash has to pull away. Borkum gets the wall bang shot, and that's the planter taken down. Borkum finds his second, and the spike is now stranded.
And the three players are already pushing up to try and pressure towards CT, so the spike's not even on their side. They need to just brawl this out somehow. Chip damage, maybe name of the game. They have the ult on safe. That's maybe what they were after here. But Borkum just free farming. This has got to feel good. A confidence booster for
Borkum dapat 4 loh.
Quiet until that point, but then
let's go 6-1 bos.
when it mattered, upgrades galore.
ADSJ gila bang, Djaja iya sih.
There's no threat there.
Fokus Ascension bukan Ascension cok, namanya Liga Franchise League, Pacific League lah, bukan Ascension. Ascension mah buat tim yang nggak masuk franchise guys.
Just ensuring that Safe had no way to play out the rest of the round. You could see right now how happy Warbirds is in the coaching booth.
Vamos! Analis RRQ mantan tim mana bang? Coachnya pokoknya mantan tim Onyx sih, Coach Ewok.
Boombot rolling forward, Prowler to check.
Ini race-nya belum di nerf guys, race-nya masih race yang 10 detik itu Boombotnya.
Right now the real secret is that this is just going to be a hit. They are all pulled away.
Lihat tembakannya kena semua, cowok. Mau gimana sih kalau misalnya tembakannya kena semua tuh nggak bisa disalahin, guys. Sekali tembak headshot mah susah, cowok. Kelihatan, guys. Lu ngepick apa mati, ngepick mati susah, guys. Ada ulti Redgar nih. Ulti juga tapi nggak ada orang, guys. Pinter tim Secret. Ulti 2, guys. Ulti 2 kalau masih kalah gue nggak tahu lagi sih.
No command now out as well from Safe.
God, this is so good. This is really well considered from Secret. Plant's going to come in, sure. But this has been the part that's been the problem for Liquid, is holding on to this. What is the difference now?
Fault line. Spawn.
Swing it.
Doesn't hit any. Jeremy going to be taken down, though.
Yampi's actually pushing this. They're trying to get
tim Secret, bro. Lihat guys, rata guys. Mau gimana ya? 3 ulti juga menang, bro. Lihat Jesse Face, lihat.
And it all comes falling apart. This is one of the most beautifully read rounds that I have seen this entire tournament, Lauren. Right now, Secret know exactly what Liquid are going to do after every single time out.
Rapi guys, lihat retake-nya lah. Mereka tuh walaupun di ulti berapa kali santai komunikasi nih. Pasti si Jesse Face 12-5 si Omom satu ini guys. Lu tinggal bilang komunikasi, bilang oke sabar, oke ingat 1, 2, 3 mereka nge-push. Nah itu call dari leadernya guys.
It's gorgeous.
Gila tuh si Omong nih guys. Itu call dari si leadernya sih yang keren sih. Di saat di push musuh tuh kalau call leader siap 1, 2, 3 ngepick kalau ngepicknya pas pasti menang guys. Tarik 2-0 Liquid bang. Aduh kayak 2-0 tim Secret sih kalau gue sih.
Oh, this cam.
And they are unaware of it, and he's just getting so much info right now.
Oh my
God!
Yampy just gets taken out of the sky. Just
lihat.
there's more now up there.
Lihat, mau ngapain juga nggak bisa nembak guys. Mereka udah nggak bisa nembak.
Liquid just left
mau ngapain cok?
Jesse Vash is just having the time of his life, even noting Rekos. He's He's considering it. They've got to know where he was. I'm pretty sure that Prowler found it.
Spamming it out.
Oh,
and at this point, there's really nothing you can hope for if you're ready
Hit 'em all.
to make this a non-flawless, which he is able to do. But they just look to overwhelm him, and they do. 8-1 now.
Mau ngapain juga susah guys, anjing. Mau masuk gimana pun kena nembak, kena tembakan musuh tuh kena.
Incident that it was because of the map pick from Secret, but here they are again putting up similar numbers, and again.
Jumpy lompat mati, cok. Perut palanya hilang. Matinya begitu, guys. Press kapan main udah kalah, kocak. Oh, gila sih, cok. Diobok-obok tim Liquid anjir, mau main gimana juga kalah, guys. Kasian juga sih si Nats sih.
I think we gave them the kindness to wait for map 2 to see how Liquid look.
Sure.
I guess it's just how far into that rebuilding process are some of these teams, because you have high expectations for some of the teams in this group especially. I think there's a couple of teams that stand out from the others where you're like, okay, I expect potentially a deep run team.
Kebaca bang mainnya.
Now for Liquid, I think the rebuild was highly promising.
Momentum musuhnya. Kalau orang tuh juga namanya momentum, di satu lagi menang. Kalau lu momentumnya bisa dijaga, itu bagus guys. Misalnya lu udah menang nih, ekonomi lu udah numpuk kan, lu bisa tahu nih posisi pas dia buy, lu main momentum di dia buy lu habisin, udah pasti susah guys. Ini kesempatan buy lagi nih, kalau kalah lagi udah cok 10-1. Momentumnya diambil terus sama tim Secret, nggak dilepasin guys sama sekali. Nih ulti 4 ya guys ya, karena mereka buy nih, si tim Liquid buy ya, dia pakai 4 ulti guys, udah selesai, harusnya sih bisa menang. 11-10-1 udah pasti confirm sini. Utility udah pasti menang tim Secret cok, 4 ulti guys. Ultinya ulti bagus semua lagi.
Put into this puzzle, it would be a lot cleaner.
Lihat.
Ya kan? Desperately trying to reach the safety of that rope, but
Di
even if
push,
he had,
dia ulti, nggak ada smoker sekarang. Nggak ada smoker kan? Kena ini guys, ketahuan. Oke, di ulti lagi. Kena ultinya 3 orang lihat tuh. Mereka tahu 3 orang di mana, dapat info dong. 3 orang ada di arcade. Ya kan, udah tinggal jaga arcade-nya aja. Dubstep kalau mati ini yang berat sih, dubstep mati bolong.
Rough position now. Nats nicely played. Gets the jump. Jimmy just getting a bit of timing there.
Dubstep nggak boleh mati, cok.
Neural depth goes out. They reveal the remaining location of the 4.
Oke, Nats ketahuan, cok.
But still a disadvantage here for the side of TL.
Nats sudah ketahuan soalnya guys, Nats sudah ketahuan cok. Nah aja guys, Nats sudah kejepit ya. Susah mereka masuknya cok. Lihat tuh. Lewat dikit mati. Mau pakai senjata juga kalah guys. Walaupun masih ada ulti.
1v4 though, this would be rolling back the years.
I would. Expect anybody to be able to do it, it would be Nats.
Yeah, you can see in his face, there's nothing to be done. The spike a mile away, and Secret giving him nothing.
Yeah, I mean even in this situation.
Ini lebih kuatan menurut gua sih guys. Tim Liquid kan tim baru ya guys ya. Tim dimana dia campuran antara tim dari Gambit sama si tim Liquid lama.
Secret know that they need to take it away from him. Fault line not going to connect. He finds one, but there's still so much more to deal with, and Bash will be able to win out the fight.
Pala tuh kan nembak si Jessivas, lihat pala mulu kan.
No weapons held.
Menurut gua tuh gitu guys. Kalau tim baru, lu nggak punya waktu cukup untuk latihan dibandingkan tim lama. Tim lama tuh latihannya udah banyak banget guys. Mereka tuh udah buat strat, mereka belajar musuh kayak gimana bakal nyerangnya. Mereka tuh lebih siap daripada tim lama. Lebih siap dari tim lama dong. Udah pasti dong. Tim baru udah pasti dia bakal kalah jam terbangnya dibandingkan tim lama yang udah latihan berbulan-bulan. Masih belum dapat chemistry pasti dong. Jago-jagonya mereka guys. That's why kayak gini lah. Tim baru kalau misalnya lu lihat juga ada Nats, ada Jumpy. Bisa juga guys. Mereka ya ini nggak dapat strasnya. Mereka mau strats ulti, mau nge-strats stun langsung nge-dash nggak bisa guys. Di tim baru ngalahin Paperrex bang. Tapi kalah kan sama DRX. Ulah.
Yumpy with another shout, trying to go for the rocket this time. Will find Borkum, but it's going to get flushed out of tower by the orbital strike.
Yeah, no one able to make anything of that orbital strike either because the smoke was still towards CT. But the timing's great. Envy on the swing, spots out Soulcast, but Jeremy's found Redcar one by one. Liquid are falling. Soulcast, can you try and catch that cross?
Nuts.
With their rifle doing damage, and the first round in some time might be finally posted here. Dubstep, last one alive, and got a so long of a list of things to get through. First step could be towards tower. It's Yampi waiting.
He's got a Singer, he backs away from it. He's not looking, now he swaps over the Vandal, reads it. Dubstep cannot course correct the aim there.
Thrifty
They
nggak tuh,
managed
Cok?
to scrape one by in a thrifty of all fashions.
Tuh, jangan kasih bulan 3 guys. Bulan 3 kers guys. Kers jangan kers bro, kers. Tolknya 110 aja.
Give them a window of chance for Liquid, an opportunity, slim as it may be. They gotta have something here.
Yeah, even with Redguard giving his life for the plant.
Nas nge-kill 2 nih GG banget, Cok. Ini Nats play guys, kalau nggak ada Nas itu udah kalah, Cok.
Coming up with those 2 kills really turns the tide of the round. And that's what we want to see from him. Currently at the top of the standings here for his squad.
For Liquid, this round is critical. Redguard only one away from the ult as well, so he could get that online here.
Press kalah bang ya. Gak siap aja sih kayaknya. Ini kurang latihan.
Success on B has been fleeting. Perfectly read by
Press lawan timnya juga bang di Pasifik. Iya, lawan tim Secret ya. Kan masuk Pasifik bareng. Oke, bakal kayak Liga Bola lah mati Pasifik guys. Lawan tiap minggu.
Just poking and prodding, taking space, seeing what information they can garner, but Secret are playing so far back that they're not really gaining too much. Vash sending out the Prowler from Gent will find one. Dart off the cam, not going to connect, but will be cleared out. Redguard grabbing it.
Terus sama bang. Mereka demen banget nge-push ini guys, nge-push B-nya. Mereka ada ulti nggak? Mereka ada ulti satu Redguard. Redguard ulti mulu anjing, ngambilin ini mulu kayak dah. Buat post plant nya ultinya.
Yeah, crucial here from Redguard. But do they read this lurk from Jeremy? He's pushing his way up. He spots him. And that Soulcast now taking it down right as we say that. Safe eliminated. Vash just finding him.
They're in agony right now, and yes, they can try and make a push of this. Borkum should be dead to rights. Yampi has to come alive. Finds 2, needs more. A 3v3 now into the post plant. The time is ticking. That's a Jeremy back and forth. Tower is the last bastion of hope, and Yampi.
93 kena kers guys. Kena kers no.
The raises and Yampi stands tall at the end of it all. A 4K for him compared to Jeremy's 3. I thought that paint shells right at the end was going to be able to clean out TL. But they strike a little bit faster. They do in fact make it a 9 and 3
half. Ulti sih guys, itu ulti dari Redguard ya.
You're cheering for them, you're cheering for Emea. You are very much believing in curses right now in this moment. It's their map pick. They've got a little bit of momentum
Terus
to work
kers
with.
93 nih guys, kers.
That ever crucial pistol round.
Kapeng bocil kers tuh.
They can make it happen.
Bocil
GB
kers
is
kata Raffi
standing
ya.
by with a little treat for us. Let's head over there right now.
Hey, what's going on, everyone? I'm here and I'm joined by Team Liquid Brazil's very own Daiki and the coach Palestra here with us, and it is a pleasure to have you guys here
Tim
today.
Liquid Brazil, emang ada guys? Ada loh Tim Liquid Brazil guys. Sentinel masih OP kan?
LCK last year and it was amazing, but only Brazilian teams were playing.
Okay.
So be here with the other regions have been amazing.
Yeah, it's a wonderful experience. What about for you?
It's something that I think the Brazilian community deserves to have like a big event like this.
I agree.
So it's nice
Daiki pacar aku bang, yang benar kamu.
More events like this.
All right, well, you know, Game Changers is well underway, and we're gonna, hopefully see more Team Liquid Brazil continuing to kick all the butts out there. Are you excited about this season? What are you looking forward to?
With my new team, I look.
Oh iya dia benar deh.
Procuro muito mais.
She's looking forward to win a lot more.
Oh iya Cok, benar Cok.
We won last year, so we are expecting to
Tim Liquid Brazil.
bring a lot more work. We got so many experience.
Oh iya benar guys, Bus Street. Bus Street. Iya ada Daiki ya, Daiki GL Cok.
With some big guys in Brazil who helped us a lot either, so it was like getting experience for the future, to do better this year, to get a better position, to do better in the international events.
Awesome. Well, Daiki, we got a little bit of time left. What do you want to say to the Brazilian audience watching at home?
Liquid's Brazil and Liquid's playing now, so Liquid is known for their comebacks, and I really trust them. So that's it. Liquid's Brazil, and let's go. Let's go Liquid.
Let's go Liquid. That's the atmosphere out here. The crowd obviously is cheering
juara
on Team
3 guys ya.
Liquid.
Game Changer Championship juara 3 dia.
Who knows? All I know is that either way, it's going to be a great time. Let's send it back over to Pansy as well as Achilleos. Hey, buddy.
Ini guys, gitu. Ya Mimi baru 1 guys.
Always
Hi,
lovely to
GB.
GB. Yeah, there you go.
Love
Have a
you.
little chat. You normally get to be on a desk with him, so that's nice.
True. Yeah, you know,
Yeah.
be on the opposite side, get thrown to rather than be
Yang masih daikian, jangan.
But it's great. I like that we got that interview with those guys so that we could give Ball a
Saif?
respite where he's
Master Copenhagen, emang dia tim apa coy Saif coy?
But it is a 9-3 scoreline, and this certainly can be run back. We've seen some crazy ones
Saif
here.
bekas tim apa coy
Do you
Saif
believe
coy?
in curses? That is the question.
I believe in what Secret are showing me so far. That's what I'm a believer of.
Oh,
Okay, they go for the
guil.
rope crunch actually from both
Nice red
sides.
bar
So
up
now it's just going to be the push coming in.
They're all here.
They just run him down. They just run him down. And now they've got spawn control.
I'm in agony watching this game.
Oh, bekas guild, baru
Trying to
tahu
build this
gue.
back in. Nats is already down to the finest of HPs. Good damage achieved though. Yampi still with
Oke,
it.
kalau menang lagi pistoronnya gue nggak tahu lagi sih, bro.
Yampi though, no pain shells to try to flush out a corner of this site right now. Jesse Vash is going to be eating that as, Envy, he gets tagged down low through the wall bank, still manages to swing out for one.
Yeah, good trade, but they are on the spike shot and a half from Soulcast. And now just Jesse Vash to try and clutch it out. But the
Kok kalah sih anjing? Padahal timnya udah pada low semua
That
loh.
is what they needed.
Apa kalah ya?
Desperately.
Udah low semua, cok.
Clutching
Kalau
at
ini sih
straws is
bisa
still
comeback
not
sih.
pretty. I mean, individually, we know Liquid are good. We know they can hit shots. That's never been the question. It's in the gun rounds we get
Oh,
worried, we get
kalah.
nervous. But
What?
as it stands, Liquid doing exactly as prescribed. They had to get this pistol. I honestly think they have to do some serious damage, if not convert a bonus. I hold them to a high standard now. When you come in with 3, you've got to do it all.
You absolutely do. But I mean, it seemed like this should have been in the hands of Team Secret, but they let it.
Itu aneh sih
slip with
di
that
sih, seharusnya
close
bisa
plan
menang
setup.
sih. Menang jauh, mereka nge-picknya satu-satu sih kayaknya.
Makes them a very easy target.
Wah, lagi nge-boost tim Liquid nih kayaknya. Gua napas bentar ya.
It was a great read from them, but the setup was certainly lacking in the backside of that round. Really good adjustments for TL. Just good shots to give them a hope.
See similar scenes as to almost what we saw in the first half, just orb farming in this round, making the most of it. We only have a Sheriff invested too for Secret, so not opting to go for much here.
That's
be a
set
little
close.
careful.
Okay, they're bidding it out. They see the star. Need actually through for as well from Yampi, just trying to make a little bit of a set play there. Snats narrowly avoids taking any damage. Cam and Trapwire now cleared in the tower. Prowler goes hunting, finds Yampi. Should be safe behind Jen, though, just tucks away from
Nice banget ikonnya. Nice recon, sumpah.
Timing is
Wah.
beautiful. They fight 2 with the classics.
And now Nats in a world of trouble, but he's fighting his way out of it. 2 big kills, make it
udah bagus
3.
banget itu, Cok, dapat 2,
saving
Cok.
Liquid in this round. That was about to spiral out of control. Jeremy has recovered a Bulldog though.
The king in his tower cannot be dethroned. Nats shoves them back one after the other. Low on HP as well, 46 when he took that bite. See if he can survive to the end of the round here as Jeremy goes a-hunting.
Nats is so slippery as well. Such a slippery player in this. That readjust is perfect. And yes, low HP, but the audio cue should be there, and he's kept his life, which is so
Aduh, nice try gila. Nats, Cok. Nats nih, bros.
From Nats. The danger came out of nowhere in that round. That was classics and a whole lot of nothing
Nas emang
else.
ngeri, Cok. Nas nih ngeri, guys. Emang kalau udah defend ya.
Good on Team Secret
Carry
for the
Nas, anjir
utility
ini.
usage, being able to get that initial pick, because if they don't take down Yampi in that position, this round is way more of a wash for them. They are able to do a bit of damage with those 2 limbs found, but Hats just continues to lurk the tower. Very much feels at home in it. 4K for him to really fast-track that neural theft. Now just 1 charge away from it as he continues to dominate the scoreboard.
Yeah, he is a mile ahead of the others so far. Jeremy, though, off to a pacey beginning. Looking to take fast control towards Dish, and actually no one really there to challenge. Yes, I guess you could argue Redguard could get eyes on this.
Oh, hi, Envy.
Yeah, this
Rolling
is...
Thunder, by the
Wait,
way.
Jeremy's in their spawn. Is there any utility to set him in?
Oh, this
could
is
just
a
hold
really
this.
risky play. Just gonna chill in the smoke for now.
Aduh,
Safe in the
mati
meantime.
dubstep, bro.
Finds Dubstep. Trying to wrap around, joining with the rest of the team through Dish, and just gets cut down. Jeremy now shifting over.
Aduh, gitu tuh kalau nge-push gak dapet.
And there's that neural theft right as he builds it up.
But Envy, he's not far behind. He's still sat towards CT. Isolate safe, but he knows there's more. Redgar and Nats were noted. So Envy now knows he's got problems. Add Yampi to the case. And suddenly the round ain't looking so good.
Liquid kan kers kan dibilangin, Cok.
Game, full standing.
Ini banget loh. Cosplaynya jelek banget mereka, guys.
Maybe she was right.
You mentioned that bonus conversion. There it is, and it's without losing much of anything at all. Safe, the only one to fall here, and he still did a damn good job. He got that pickoff crucially onto Dubstep as he's trying to join in with the rest of the team. And then from there, Jeremy just taking these very aggressive forward positions. Just isn't prepared for two players to be waiting there on that ramp. Can't choose which way he wants to aim, and Nats takes advantage of the moment, strikes him down. And now
Step turun, Borkum turun nih 2 match guys, udah 2 map. Borkum nih, Borkum, ayo bangun Borkum. JC Fest sudah menyala, JC Fest loh.
This is what the terminology is.
You're right. You're not wrong. You're absolutely on the money. And hey, if the way back in for Liquid is that Nats has a game like this, he's already on 21-10.
God bless, my eyeballs are just loving it.
It is a treat, right? It feels like we've missed seeing this caliber of player, an individual who is second to none at his role. Great to see it back on the big stage. On the other side, we're looking at see what damage they can achieve. All orbs to be farmed. Any discrepancies that can be checked on. Yampi needs to play this calm.
Nice banget Yampi
but happy to take the fight knowing that the smoke was in place.
I think he actually got the push to the side there
lovely.
From the blast pack, and then they get the reveal. Jeremy struck down, and it seems like going into this eco, maybe not even a single elimination going to be found here for Secret. As I say that, Envy just continues to do God's work for Secret. Great headshot from him. This should still be Liquid getting themselves up to 7. Saw the hat.
The patience right now.
Here it comes. I'll just hold left click, says Nats.
Yeah, no access to sights. The acronym that looks quite true right now, not allowing anyone.
Gila, Nats, bro!
Oh, Nats flies in there with the shorty. He wants Liquid back in this game, and they are now on the verge. Another round of purchases.
2-3-10 Nats, lihat bro.
Attempt at this here.
And I mean, if you're Secret, even though that's
Redgar cuma 2 killnya bro.
The level of confidence you want to see from Nats, that should be striking some fear into your heart. Could have just reloaded the gun.
Oh jangan udah gini guys. Menurut gua guys ya, tim Secret nih biar keluar dari lingkaran kemauan ini guys. Mereka cari info, ambil orb, pas ngecek, oh ada Nats di situ. Rotate udah. Udah rotate bro.
On the other side, Jeremy, one of his. Jesse Vash quite close as well on dubstep too, but looking at the start, and actually, yeah, here's the push, and this could be huge. There's so many players on the other side, it could be a tragedy, and what?
Okay.
Oh, come on, what is
gets
this?
2 on the back end.
What is this?
Nats is still here, though. Showstopper out. Blast pack's over, the rocket is going to be good. Jeremy manages to survive, but now he's found himself stuck in a corner.
Oh no, Soulcast.
Soulcast forced forward toward him. Envy so very far away. Now Soulcast has control of the spike. He's wary about a push from behind, though, so he's pulling back over towards Dish.
Nice! Overpick mereka guys.
Secret in this game. There's no landslide now for Liquid. It gets halted, but what the hell was that round? Let's be honest.
Pandemonium is the word for that one. It's
Nice
absolute
Borkum kill 2 coy, kalau nggak ada Borkum kalah tuh.
And obviously, Yampi had no way of knowing. Had he just gone for the close angle, he would have been able to kill 3 people.
Sure.
He goes for the measured play, takes down 1.
Nice buat Borkum aja dapat 2 itu, Cok.
Eliminates, and Borkum is good for 2 in the return fire. Very concerning though at the end there. Envy a bit whiffy in those initial shots. Thought Soulcast might have been able to stabilize a little bit faster, but crucially he gets it.
7 tuh kan. Blunder itu guys, mereka nge-push parah itu.
There's still a lot of money to work through here.
Kalau nge-push gagal gitu guys ya. Kenain ya, kenain itu. Nats sudah di B lagi. Udah jangan ke B. Udah kalau ke B lo kalah. Dia tahu Nats anjir pindah dia, Cok. Natsnya main belakang.
They just so reliably think that he is going to be up in that tower. They invest the orbital strike. Now they don't have that for a post plant.
Masuk guys,
Nats is barely taking a scratch.
Nats is playing this perfectly. Comes in, should find a fair amount of information too. Yeah, that's going to be a boatload of info, but let's see what the retakes look like here for Liquid though, because we saw brilliance from Secret. I want to see how this looks on the other
ada utility sih, tapi Liquid guys. Nggak bisa sih, kayaknya ini kalah Liquid nih. Plus 7 kayaknya sih.
Everything needs to be really on point, but Nats gets
Gua
spotted,
bilang,
so tries to
bisa,
make his way
guys,
into the
bisa,
cyber cage. That tiny little gap does him dirty. But the good stun comes
Nggak
through.
di
Jeremy ends up
thread, guys.
falling.
Harusnya di thread tuh.
Step now watching as well.
Bukan,
Finds the kills,
kalah,
and it's the
Cok.
veterans finding two
Susah kalau
themselves,
udah
and the
ngeplan
rookie
mereka
getting
kalah,
another.
Cok.
Excited for Soulcast, feeling like a lifetime away. That's the shot he was looking for in that prior round.
But
This
that's all you
time
can
hits
get.
it. But yeah, he has to back away, respect the damage that has been done. And you've got to say there, Secret, wonderful trades, making sure they were very diligent in approach. All of that invested just to clear tower in case Nats was around. Good reposition from him, but the retake just never quite had that spark to it for Liquid.
Yeah. I was concerned that maybe that overinvestment early, just trying to find Nats, was going to cost them the round in the end. But
This is helpful.
I mean, they play it out beautifully, and Nats unfortunately just leaving that 1 foot gap between that Brim smoke and his cyber cage.
Invi serem banget, Cok. Invi,
Given
Cok.
the way that he's performing,
Invi lagi panas,
you
guys.
need to have him alive in these retakes.
You absolutely do. He is essential to outcome. Liquid need him alive and
24-12 anjir Nats, guys. KD 2, Cok. Oke, ada ulti, guys. Tim Secret ada ulti, guys ya, 2. Bisa nih, bisa nih. 12-nya yuk. Match point, bro.
Nats does have the ult safe one away, Red Guard 2 away, so and Soulcast actually one away as well. So really on the verge of some big ults coming in.
But the biggest concern is that if
Aduh, Jumpy main siku, Cok. Wah, mati nih. Mati nih, guys. Nggak dicek nih. Nggak dicek nih, guys. Nggak dicek nih, sumpah nih. Kalau nama gue nih, guys. Mati sih. Jumpy nge-kill 1 nih minimal. Aduh, nggak dapet, Cok.
Oh, and there's the stun.
Nice banget stunnya, sumpah.
Beautifully responded to here from the side of
Invi,
Secret.
gila, guys.
Yapping
Dia
needed to hit that headshot immediately.
And Nats needs to somehow keep his composure. He's got players flooding in left, right, center. Only good for one, can't do much more. Red Guard,
Nice.
the smoke and falls. And it's all favorable. It's all good for
Dubstep,
Secret. And
dapet
Liquid now on the
2.
verge of
Invi, gila, Cok. Ini
elimination.
orang jago banget, guys.
12-7, Secret
Wah, Invi
looking
gila
to
sih,
pull
guys.
up.
Lu liat playnya dia
What I
sih,
now
guys.
think at this point may be
Stunnya
the largest
dia.
upset that we will have had in Lock-In.
First round, yeah.
Right at the start of the Omega bracket as well. You're right, Nats needed to be able to be steadfast in that position. He's good for
Gila,
one, but
dubstep,
unfortunately he is overwhelmed. And
2-0
look at the
kayaknya
pop-off
nih.
there. Warbirds only having recently met this team, being able to work with them.
To this extent,
And to put this together is looking fantastic.
they have ults. They have what they need. The money, yes, lacking in some areas. The Bulldog and Guardian, sure, but there's still the
Mereka,
operator.
ada
There's
OP,
still
Cok.
so
Ini
much to
OP,
play
what?
with here.
4 ultimates and they need to
Mereka ada
milk
4
these
ulti
for
sih, harusnya mereka bisa
every
kalah sih.
single ounce of what they're worth.
Ini
It's do
satu
or
ada
die
yang
time now for
ini
Team
lagi apa?
Liquid.
Satu ada yang ini.
They have to be feeling sky high in this. Redgar is about to feel irrelevant to this round. Clear towards the site, the boom bot to come in, the smoke goes in, they don't stop them. Jeremy's already on the site, but look at the pushed up position. Yes, they've taken A hole, they've taken over A main control, but they are pushing CT.
They are. Depsum just swings in, finds Redgar, expecting to find some stunned individuals. He does not, still finds a kill, but gets traded very quickly there by Safe. Could now grab that rifle if he wants, rather than trying to retake with the.
Nice!
Oh my goodness! Play!
Bola
The
4.
push through
Let's
the
go, bro!
door,
Bro!
and Liquid are just
Let's go!
crumbling to pieces.
Ulang, tim. Aduh, nice.
It's feeling like it's over. It feels like they're falling at the
Nice!
wayside. Safe now.
Nice!
Oh my word!
They've done it!
Secret! I can't believe they've broken Liquid like this. Map 1 we wrote off.
Gila, anjing,
We
gigi banget,
doubted the
Cok.
capability. And
Wah,
we were
gila sih.
wrong.
Salut,
They
guys.
carried
Salut,
into
guys.
that
Hormat,
too.
hormat.
And they ran
Oh, 7,
through
oh, 7,
Team
guys.
Liquid.
Absolutely unbelievable performance from Secret.
Gila, tim Secret
So
wangi
many
banget, guys.
low expectations on this squad,
Wangi
despite
tim
the
Liquid
3
loh.
veterans, despite them having tasted success at international competition. But it was so long ago.
It was.
None of us thought that they would look this clean coming back into it. They had
Pasti
such
banget,
a
iyalah.
rough 2022, not being able to make it to any events.
Salut,
getting
salut, hormat,
absolutely
salut,
bodied
salut.
In some of their
Wah,
regional
nuts tuh.
qualifiers,
Nah,
and
sedih
then
dia, Cok. Udah
falling
main
flat
bagus, katanya gue
in
udah main
that
bagus, masih
LCQ
kalah. anjing.
in the round of 4 lower half. But now they show up here today, and they have looked absolutely sublime.
I think on the other side of the coin, though, for Liquid, it's going to be a long process. The potential is there. It would be incorrect to not see it. They have champions in
Oke,
that
oke, bro. It's okay. Nice
They have
try,
winners
nice
throughout,
try.
But they
Nice
do not
try.
look ready
Masih
to
ada
save just
besok.
yet. They've got some work in front
Masih
of
ada
them.
liga
They've got to
ini.
cut through it. But the team
Pelatihnya
that came
jago nih,
out
Cok.
firing on
Pelatih
all
barunya GG, guys. Ini, guys.
cylinders.
Team Secret, bro.
Team Secret, what a performance.
And I think that they have just taken
GG sih, anjing.
the world by
Pelatih barunya,
storm.
guys. Nah,
I
kita
think,
restream ntar ya, guys.
did you hear that?
Kita restream ke tempat baru ya. Restream ke ini baru ya.
Got millions of preds around the
Setting
world.
ulti, gue belum setting restreamnya lagi,
absolutely
kocak
boomed
anjing.
to oblivion. What a performance, and of course, Of course they're dancing. They were doing this at Champs, they're doing it here today, and it seems like they've also trained some of the younger team members to do it as well.
It is great seeing them back
Ya
on
bang, jam
stage.
3
It
Navi guys,
feels
habis
like
ini guys
it's been
Navi
too
guys.
long
Gua
since we've got to
restream,
check
gua
in with this
nyetak
team.
listrik.
And I was worried away from the
Ntar gua belum
spotlight if they
nyetak, belum
fell
nyetak
behind,
thumbnail
if
lagi,
they
belum
weren't
jadi
able to
thumbnail,
keep
bro.
up, if they look a little out of sorts, not as mechanically gifted anymore.
Ntar buat
My
thumbnail dulu
worries are
guys.
gone. They look fabulous in this. They looked brilliant.
Yeah.
They dealt
Kalian
with it
bawa
well.
pemain
We
bang,
saw,
abis ini bang.
yes,
Gue penasaran juga sih abis ini guys,
individually,
Navi sebakal
that's
sekuat
what
apa ya?
But there was nothing behind it beyond that.
Yeah.
As a collective, I have to say Team Secret astounded me today.
Absolutely impeccable performance. I mean, the rookies, Envy, Jeremy, joining this team alongside these three vets.
Yeah.
They both had fantastic individual performances. And then you still had
Gue cek
Jesse
dulu guys
Bash,
ya.
the old man of the squad,
apa sih?
32 years old, looking like
Navi.
he's an 18-year-old prodigy out
Navi
here in some
PNG dulu
twists and
guys.
turns.
Yeah.
Navi
Just
PNG.
Phenomenal. The adjustments made here by
Oleh guys,
Secret.
Navi
shifting
sama
dubstep over
Ruya,
into that
Ruya.
central role, having a star duelist to Jeremy.
Ru Esport
Can still be
PNG.
flexible and play things like the Sage on that icebox.
Yeah.
It's looking just magical for them.
Jeremy getting was like 6 first bloods,
That's
doing some serious work for them too. Again, thoroughly enjoyed watching some of these newer faces coming to this roster and looking brilliant, looking robust, looking ready for it. And again, outside
Oke, guys,
of
senang
that,
banget
Jesse
animasi,
Bash
guys.
was amazing for me.
Yeah, well-deserved return to the international stage here for Secret, and
Secret GG lah guys.
similar
Congrats ya
talent,
tim Secret
if they
ya.
continue to play like this, I'm all
Semoga
about
Paperrex
them
bisa
sticking around for a
nepa
while,
guys ya.
because This was just absolutely fantastic to watch.
It was, and now this is the time where we ask you your opinions at home. The MVP vote is down there. Let us, your thoughts, who stood out to you.
Guys, gue buat thumbnail dulu terus kita redirect bro ya.
I gotta go for Jesse Bash. He's the IGL for this team. He is the leader. He is the elder, and he is still fragging out of control. I'd say it's him with a pinch, but you could make arguments in there as well for Envy, because he started off that series really hot, as well as that first half of Fracture as well.
No, I think you're on the money. So if you want to go, you go with Achilles, you can do that. It's up to you. Have your choice. Let your thoughts be heard. But what a brilliant start for Secret here. I'm on board. I'm on board the train. I want to see how far this goes.
Let's go.
But we need to check in with those who will be in agony and pieces, which is mostly Ball, who literally wrote poetry about this game. So we'll be joining them.
Buat thumbnail dulu guys, sabar buat thumbnail. MVP-nya Ivy bang. Menurut gue sih ya tetap bapak-bapak itu sih guys, bapak-bapak seram itu guys ya. Copyright. Cocok. Oh, sabar copyright nih, bro. Gue buat thumbnail terus kita restream guys ya. Gue lagi buat thumbnail, bro. Oke, thumbnail, thumbnail kita buat streamingan dulu. Halo bang, halo bro. Apa sih? On crew. Oh. Chill. Play. Coba sampai game 3 bang. Game 2 aja guys, jangan game 3 guys. Sakit gue nanti. Besok restream juga bang. Besok udah pasti sih. RRQ kan besok. Besok udah pasti guys. Nah. Bentar guys. RRQ nih bos. Dukung RRQ guys, makanya guys. Ini 230 ya. 230 lah ya, setengah jam lah ya. Kayaknya sih kurang lebih sih setengah jam sih tracknya. Buat dulu guys, gue buat. Terus gue kan pakai fitur redirect. Jadi kalian gak usah pindah ke stream selanjutnya. Kalian bakal otomatis pindah. Tapi gue streamnya nanti agak telat dikit. Asal dulu dikit guys. Gue redirect dulu bentar ya. Gue redirect dulu guys. Sabar guys. Kita redirect ke edit, customization, ke alright guys, gua akan pindah guys ya. Gua akan pindah ke stream selanjutnya nanti jam mungkin sekitar 15 menit break dulu guys ya. Kalian nggak apa-apa ya. Kalau misalnya mau nonton lagi silakan, gue temenin sampai jam 5 lah. Nggak nyampe jam 5 sih, paling sampai jam 4 doang udah kelar guys. Oke. Thank you teman-teman semua udah nonton match pertama. Kita lanjut ke match kedua di streaming selanjutnya. Kita akan restream untuk ke Tavi versus Crew Esport. Alright. Kalau mau off tidur silakan, kalau mau nemenin gua silakan guys ya. Oke. Thank you teman-teman. Sampai jumpa di next live streaming. Ya bye.